Hey, everybody. What's up? Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me? Y'all, sorry I'm late. Y'all know your girl can't get on time to say her days, but I'm on it. I'm coming. Yeah. Oh, gosh. How everybody doing? Let me get to. So, I hope everybody's well. I see everybody's in the building. Y'all, come on, get in here. Let's talk and let's get this tea, baby. Y'all ready? Man, y'all in the building. Y'all ain't lying. Y'all in the building tonight. I love it. I love it. We go get them all in the building, y'all. We need tonight, Goonettes, we need to push these subscribers. We need to get these subscribers. Our goal is to hit 5,000 tonight. And that's like 200 away, 200 or so away. I think we can do it. Let's get it out, guys. Subscribe, and hit the like button too. Uh, so hold on, y'all. You think you have so much time to do stuff, y'all, and then when it's time to do stuff, I ain't got enough time to do nothing. Good gracious. All right, let me see here. Okay. How's it not doing nothing? Mm. All right, give me a second, y'all. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. All right, let's go. Get in the building, y'all. Get in here. I came on a little late, but my intentions was to come on a little bit early, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start at 8. I told you it was gonna be at either 7 or 8. We are gonna start at 8. Oh, I'm gonna bring the host. The host is with the Moses for tonight. We're gonna bring our guest in tonight at 8. So I just want to go over some do's and don'ts and what we're gonna do and what's allowed, what's not allowed. Okay, so that we all on the same page. Um, Goonettes, y'all show it and show out every time. Everybody is welcome. Any and everybody is welcome. You are welcome to comment respectfully with dignity and respect to my guests. Okay, we're not disrespecting the guests at all. Zero tolerance. You will be gone. Okay, I have the questions that will be asked tonight. No questions from the comment section will be addressed or answered unless there is a donation to the girls. Again, let me make this clear. Yesterday, I gave the opportunity for my Goonettes to go ahead and give me the questions they want to be asked, and they gave them to me. I have them here. I even got some from my email. I have those questions as well. Now, anybody that wants to, ask a question of any sort in the comment can do so, but it will not be answered until we go ahead and make sure we are donating to the girls, which is the cause. Okay, so again, you can ask whatever you like, but please, if you want your comments or your question to be asked, please, let's go ahead and help the girls out. This is why we doing it. Nothing else, nothing less. If you guys want to give me anything, this anything. You guys want to send me donations of any kind, you could do so, but not through super chat tonight, guys. Only because all the proceeding is going to go to the girls. All right. So if you want to send me anything, nothing is too small, nothing is too great. Please send it to the Cash App. My Cash App is strolling to on the bottom of the screen there. $ T-Pen for me. And that is all caps. I'm sorry. Let me go back in here and make sure I have this, because we don't want no issues and no problems. So I'm just going to let me correct this, because I just see that the E is lowercase and I need it to be capital. That was a suggestion that I got from one of the goonettes to raise money for the cause, which is, again, is the girls. We're going to go ahead and ask for donations of any size. There's no limit, there's no minimum to what you want to donate. If you donate, please send it to my Cash App, which will be strolling across the bottom of the screen. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I fixed it, so you guys should be seeing it now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should see it. Okay, so we're gonna let everybody get in. Please, guys, hit the like button. Hit those dots, tap that screen, do what you guys do. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here. Go ahead and make sure you guys are subbing. Let's sub. We want to get to 5,000 tonight. I really appreciate that as well. I'm going to bring y'all what y'all want. You guys you got the questions. We have the answers. I'm bringing the one and only to answer the questions, guys. No more lies. No more who said what. No more. We're going to hear from the horse's mouth tonight. Okay? Now, let me see who I have in here, because I need a co-worker tonight. Let me see if I see Queen in here. Hold on, y'all. Y'all remember, I'm kind of doing multiple things at one time. Okay, so bear with me a little bit, but we're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it rolling, and we're gonna have us a good night tonight. Okay. Now, yes, I am. Let me make this clear as well. I'm the only one that's going to ask the questions. Okay? Again, I'm the only one that's asking the question. If you want your question asked, Brown Sweet is such a sweetie. If you want your questions asked tonight, okay, the only way it would be answered if, again, we're going to go ahead and make donations of any size to the cause, which is the girls, okay? And then your question will be asked and answered. Once, I give the big kahuna the okay, he can ask this question, okay? No questions from anybody else going to be answered. And again, chat, goonettes, we are a team here. We work together, right? So when a question is asked in the comment and it's not approved, we're not answering nobody else's questions, okay? Nobody else question. This is for them pelicans. This is for them old ass bats. You guys are welcome as well. Again, if you come over here and you want to ask a question, you can do so, but you're gonna contribute to the cause, okay? Which is the girls. You can take up for the mammy, you can bow down to the mammy, you can do what you want to a mammy, but over here, you're gonna support. So again, no questions in the chat going to be answered. No questions. Okay. Let me go here. So we got my girl Regina in the building. What's up? I'm just gonna go ahead and say hey to my goonettes real quickly. We got Regina in the building. Victoria, what's up, love? Sunshine, I'm not familiar who that is. How you doing though? Welcome to the chat. Chosen one, what's up, my girl? Kathy, fam. What's up, Kathy? I did get your questions, baby. They will be asked. We have Cheryl, how you doing? Queen. There go my girl. I was looking for you, Queen. I will have you as a co-host today or tonight. I'm sorry, along with Mr. Big Kahuna. We're gonna have the big man, yeah, himself in the building. And the reason why I'm gonna have you on the panel just to help me out, to look out, because I'm gonna be doing other things, and I need you to make sure we keep this chat and the panel going smoothly, because again, it'll be sometimes where I'm in and out because I'm doing something else as well, but I want to make sure I have a reliable co-host tonight, which will be you, if you don't mind. So I'm going to drop the link so that you're able to come up, okay, so we can both keep an eye on this thing and we have this thing running smoothly. Everybody else, the goonettes in the bottom, you guys know what you got that ranch for. Do it, make it do what it do. Absolutely no disrespect whatsoever in the chat, okay? But we're also going to get a people time and a chance to go ahead and ask a question if they want, but they need to be making a donation first. Anything else gotta be out, gone, goodbye. We don't need them over here. Anybody, any content creator, anyone, guys. I know a lot of people don't like to be known. They don't want to be shown. They don't want to. If you guys got a question, you guys can come in, ask the question, send one of your moderators, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you want to know something, you gotta pay for something. Okay. All right. A donation of any kind. Any kind. All right. That's some of the do's and don'ts. Let me see what else I got to say. Let me go ahead and finish saying hello. We have my girl Shalonda in the building. Friend. I know friend in the building. Snipe on the rooftop. She ready. Nikki Love, what's up? Miss Sugar. Sugar pie, honey love. My girl Sugar in the building. We got Kendra. Okay. I'm not sure who you is. You ain't my Kendra. So if this your first time to the channel, welcome. Let me see. Virtue, I think I did say hi. If I didn't, what's up, boo? Let's see. Real mothers. Hey, hon. What's up, my girl? Brown Sweet. What's up, Brown Sweet? I did get your donations and questions as well. I think it was you, but I know I did get some donations. My girl Brown Sweet is on it, even though she is a part of it. My girl, she making sure she do her part. She contributing to the cause as well. Who else we have here? Shalani, Kathy, Queen, Regina, Calandra. I know my Calandra in here. What's up, Calandra? Hazel, what's up, Hazel? I missed you last night, Hazel. I was waiting for your question, Hazel. But I got you, Hazel. Whatever you want to ask, because I was specifically waiting for you and Fam to give me your questions. I got Kathy's, but I did not get yours. But if it's anything you want to know, just let me know, Hazel. Victoria, I said, hey, what's up? Shawty. Hey, let's get TP up to 5K tonight, y'all. Yeah, let's go. All newbies, please subscribe and smack that like. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Shawty. We got Cheryl in the building. What's up, Cheryl? Deborah, what's up, Miss Mouse? Deborah in the building. We have Francine. Hey, Francine. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I got Clerica today, y'all. I got Clerica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got the cash apps coming in. That's for the girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Kalandra always doing her big one. Kalandra gonna make sure she contribute. She donate. Kalandra, thank you so much. We got us a donation for tonight. Actually, that's the second one. That's the second donation. Okay. Remember, don't send me anything. If you guys want to send me any donations of any kind, super chats, for tonight, guys, don't send it to me. I'm going to go ahead and give all the monies to the girls. So go ahead and send it to T-Pen for me, and we're going to make sure we get that started. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. We got another one. Okay, thank you so much, my girl Brittany. Brittany in the house. Brittany made sure she got her questions in. I'm gonna see. This is Brittany now. Don't get it. Not Bridget, not my girl Snipe. But let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure that it's the right one. Okay, but we got another donation, guys. Thank y'all so much. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let me see. Oh gosh, where I'm at, cash out. All right. Oh, we got 4 donations already, man. Y'all rocking and rolling. Thank you again. No amount is too small. No amount is too much. Trust me, we want it all, baby. Cause these girls here, we got two, not one, but 2 seniors. Our children are doing the homework, guys. They're doing their works. They're doing what they need to do to finish schools, to get career started. So we're gonna help. We're gonna make sure that these girls get what they need to help them through this last year of school. And yeah, that's what we here to do. We ain't stumped about nothing else and nobody else. Not tonight. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. Kathy, why you got to tell people my secret? You know it was one of them. You know it was. Kathy said, we already know what you was doing. You was shopping up, you were cooking, and was. Um, let's see who else we have here, guys. Erica, what's up, Erica? I know Erica in here. Crazy self. Erica, I was so busy today, girl. But you know I got you. Let me see here. Okay, so hey Jamila, what's up, boo? Hey sis T Penny. What's going on, my love? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Yes. You at work listening, sunshine? Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to it if you haven't, sunshine. All right. Okay. We getting the people in here, so that's good. Okay. We're gonna start again in a few. Lizanne, what's up, Lizanne? Lizanne in the building. Who else we have? Mocha. I got my girl Mocha today. Mocha. Now you know I don't get be in these streets all the time, but Mocha, they told me, girl, you be holding me down over there. You be cutting up. Mocha, I really appreciate that. I thank you so much for all the love and support. You know what I mean? Yeah, just girl, you know what we dealing with out here. Let's just go ahead and stay on path. Do your thing. I hear you have a page. I'm going to check your page out when I get a chance, baby. Thank you again. I just want to really, really thank you for the support and the love that you show me. We got CC in the building. Thank you so much, CC. CC. They mad at us, CC Chad. They mad at us. They mad at us. Who gives a damn? I don't. All right. Let's see. I don't know if Shawanda is in here yet, but she did say, I think she said she had to work or something, or she may be late, if I'm not mistaken. But Dion, how you doing? What's up, love? Yummy yums. Baby, you ready, yums? Are you ready, girl? The power of love. How you doing? For how did she listen to other here, girl? Okay, okay, Brittany, I got you. I got you, Brittany. I got you. I got your question. I got your question. Okay. So she over there. Y'all already know she's probably don't been online. I hear that she's over there, trying to get the people minds, confused and full of lies. Of course, she gonna say it's lies and being people told, telling lies and all that. She the only one telling the truth. Okay, yeah. In what lifetime? We know it's not now, and she never have been a truth teller. She's a liar. She liar written all over. So again, we go here the truth and only the truth tonight. Nobody have nothing to lie. Again, some of the stuff that will be exposed tonight, even is going to expose himself. So nobody has to lie when they including themselves, they own bad blood in this situation. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get the truth out tonight, guys. Let's see here. Queen, you got your okay, baby. You got good, 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 good. Queen, I'm gonna drop the thing. Hold on. For you only. And then we're gonna drop for hold on, y'all. And then I'm gonna drop for Mr. Hill when we ready for him. Hill, make sure you have your StreamYard, the app, so you can go you when you click on it, it'll take you right there. But don't click on it yet. This is just for Queen, my co-host that's going to be in the building tonight. Okay, okay, fam. The only thing is I want to make sure my early people like you and we have Miss Hazel, we have a couple of people that's early birds, and I want to Clarissa. I want to make sure that you all is able to participate because and know what's going on because you guys are my day ones, you are my family, so but I definitely will be taking my time with this because we're going to get all the questions asked. He said there's no limits, guys, and there's no time. We going to expose the fake, the evil. Oh, it's going down tonight. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, and one other thing. Remember, y'all can the questions we want to ask is okay. The girls, they are grown. We're going to make sure, well, the ones that are legally adults, right? We can ask the questions again, but remember, keep in mind, there's still a couple that's not, okay? So be very mindful of how we direct our questions about those two minors, okay? Three minors, because technically drill still is a minor. Okay, so but drill, she got a voice. She's gonna she's gonna say it or she's gonna tell it. Okay, so just be respectful with the questions. Again, I'm the only one asking questions. You guys make a donation and you tell me what you want your questions to be. Simple. Okay. All right, let's see. Hold on, let me get my girl up here. I told you to wait, knucklehead. I told him to wait. He coming up in here. Oh God, Queen, get in here. Hold on, Mister Hill. I see you back there, Big Kahuna. He ready, y'all. He ain't even fucking off. He ain't playing with her motherfucking ass tonight. Y'all hear me? Y'all ready? Cause baby, when I tell you he is ready, honey. He is ready, y'all. Mm-hmm. He sure is. I got you though. I see you back there. I'm coming. I'm waiting for my other girl, my girl to come up here first. Queen. Okay, let me see. I'm just making sure. Now, I'm gonna go to the bottom, y'all, and look for you guys answer or respond. Is there anything else anybody need to know? What applies, what don't applies, what's off limit, what's not off limits, what any questions anybody have before we get the big kahuna up here? Hey Queen, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, y'all. What's T?
Yeah, we got my girl Queen in the building. LLC. Yeah, cause you know how she like call your name, girl.
Can't be fucking it up every motherfucking time.
Right. Okay, so yeah, Queen, just real quickly, I want you up here as a co-host because I know you don't mind being on up here,
I
and
sure don't.
just to help me out with some of the chats and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. No
Okay.
problem.
All right. So let's see here. That lady thinks she can do wrong. Her daughters are doing well for themselves. Period. 100. Yeah, and that's what she jealous of. Just like she jealous of content creators who she have no idea who, what, when, or nothing. Right? She don't know us. Period. She don't even know you guys, Goonette. She don't even know the subscribers. She don't even know the nobody. But she want to come and call these people names and say all this stuff or whatever about them. Girl, bye. And think nobody supposed to say nothing. Everybody lying but her. Girl, goodbye. I will keep reposting rules. Okay, Victoria, thank you so much. All right, so at least you went, Bree. Yeah, my girl in here. Okay, thank y'all. Her words don't get to me. Right. Okay. Hey baby, what's up? So again, she is we got Jamila, we got Bree. Did I see y'all? Yeah, I did, right? CC, you still in the building? All right. So, okay, y'all. So we got 347 people in here. Let's go ahead and get these. Come on, guys. Thumbs up. We got to get, come on, 350. And ain't nobody. Come on now. Friend, how many lights we got out there? Let's make sure these lights are up to par to these watchers. That's the least they can do. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate. She said she had to. Oh, my girl. Oh, child, my girl. Brittany on it, baby. Brittany said, I needs to know, baby. I got you, Bridget. I'm sorry, Brittany. I got you, boo. Let me make sure I get her questions in because we got some paid questions here, y'all. We sure do. We got some paid questions, baby. Let me see. So, she important, hit the like, your bush just hit the like button, please and thank you. Okay, where we at, y'all? What we looking like? Hey, she on point. How are you? Oh, she on point. Did I miss you? Because I see you saying hello to Mocha. Did you already speak to me? If you did, how are you? I just passed it. Who we got? I just seen somebody else popping. Oh, there go my girl, Sharon. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, there goes Shawanda. Shawanda, y'all ready? So, guys, let me ask you a question real quick. Um, okay, Foxy. Uh, no, ain't no Zoom meeting tonight. This is the Zoom meeting. This is the Zoom. This is the YouTube Zoom. Everybody's welcome. All the
That part.
bushwalkers, all the bushwashers, all of you guys are welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by. I know y'all want this tea, but T Pen go give it to you. Oh, it's about to go down. Y'all know T Pen go give it to you. I ain't got no time to come up here and lie about a whole. Not me. I'm finna let you know. I get down to the tootie, to the fruity. Mm-hmm. So do to the tootie, to the fruity. All right. Uh, Jana, what's up, Jana? All right, so y'all, should I ask the questions that the Goonette want to know, or should I start off with the paid questions? Oh, okay. Put my it's scrolling across the I guess I should have put cash out, right? It's strolling across the bottom of the screen, Jana. But someone put it in there and I'll go ahead and pin it. Go ahead and pin it. Yeah. So we got okay, so some most of the chat is saying Paige should go first. Oh gosh, I don't lost my girl. I gotta wait for her to come back up. We gotta wait for her to come back up. Okay. The paid questions first. Okay. It's on the right, right? Okay. So y'all go ahead and keep those donations coming in, and we're gonna go ahead and let up Mr. Hill. Okay, Queen, you back?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, y'all, we got Mr. Hill in the building. The big kahuna is in the building. Let's go ahead and welcome Big Hill. Woo! Welcome, 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 big
Welcome
boy.
to the panel.
What's going on here? Okay, so look, we already done went over the rules. We went over everything. We ready to start. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the paid questions first. So let me get the questions out to you. And is there anything you want to say or anything before we get started here?
I guess I would introduce myself. So for the people that don't know, I'm Eldra Hill. Uh, I gotta go. Hold on. Let me turn. Y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
All right. But yeah, so I guess throughout this whole process, real quiet, letting a lot of things be said, and and turn the other cheek. And according to the Bible, that's supposed to work. But in this case, you fighting a totally different type of demon. And I think a lot of questions that people have about me, how we got to this point, and I'm only going to entertain the questions that are about me. And if your question leads me a different direction, then I'm definitely going to answer every question. But I may reword your question to where I can answer it without incriminating myself or breaking any type of court orders. So you may ask me, it's tomorrow Wednesday, and I say, well, it's 2 days before Friday. I may reword your question to make sure I stay within the guidelines what I'm supposed to do. But we gotta get the truth out there at this point. At any cost, it don't matter. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I can accept whatever come behind my actions. I always say that. Ain't no reason for me to stop now. So that's all this is.
Okay. All right. I appreciate
And I
that.
got receipts.
Yes.
I
I
gotta figure out how to
appreciate.
get y'all the receipts. But anything I say, I can show you.
Okay. So y'all heard it from the horse himself, Mr. Hill, Mr. L. He is here to let it out. Again, we're gonna respect the rules, right? We're gonna make sure the questions is directed to him where he can answer. Um, and one other thing, guys, let's go ahead and make sure our phones or whatever, we got multiple things going on. Let's turn them down. Only one should be volumed up, everything else should be down so we can hear everybody clearly. Okay. So far so good, Mr. Hill, we can hear you just fine. L and Queen, we can hear you okay. I know you're on mute. All right, so here we go. We got some paid questions. We're going to start there first. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Cash up. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay,
All right.
here is a paid question to you here. Um, how did mom finally lose custody of the girls?
Well, originally when I came home from prison, of course they sent you to the halfway house. The halfway house helps you get a job, helps you get identified. So mm, that was my travel license, and I had to go to the child support office to get the hold taken out of my license so that I can get some identification. And when I when I got to the child support office, they wanted to know where I had been for the past 2.5 years, and I told them that I had been in prison. And, they asked me did I have any proof, and I had the documentation from the halfway house. They were supposed to make. They're supposed to build the halfway house for the price of my driver's license. So whatever program that is, this is how I got it. So as they looked into it, it was like, well, you have your license is suspended. In order for us to lift this, I gave them documentation. So what they did, they allowed me to drive while I paid. So they took the whole off my license. And at the time, when I surrendered to prison, well, I was married to someone, and they were supposed to take the marriage license to the child support office so that it wouldn't accumulate. Prior to then, when I had recent court hearings about child support, because they were on government assistance, no matter how much money we had, it was me and the other person, we always scammed the government. That's what it was, scam the government. Uh, with all the businesses and everything that was going on, it was all just a scam. It was a home daycare and all these different things that we had in place where we were scamming the government to babysit our own kids. And with me having prior felons, I would have to act like I didn't live at that house and all of that. But to get to where we are now, to your question, the reason that I had to go through all of that as far as getting my license was because child support had accumulated. So once they realized I showed the proof that I was in prison, that's when they turned around and they released it. Then they asked me did I want to put together a visitation schedule. Well, I went to put together a visitation schedule. They actually had flagged a few of the children, the Department of Children's Services. So therefore, they actually didn't think I existed because no one told them I was in prison. So when they got there and they asked me about visitation, I told them, yeah, because in Tennessee, the mother is by being a biological parent, she's automatically the custodial parent. It don't matter what her status is, what the state of mind is. When the mother has a child in Shelby County, she is automatically the custodial parent. There's nothing nobody has ever done any different unless you win and won custody. So visitation ended up turning into custody for me because of there were truancy things in place. Department of Children's Services had multiple cases already open, and so there was I can honestly say that everything fit the right way in order for me to get custody of my girls, because you had the Office of Probation, who in return you have to make 2 full pay periods at the halfway house before they send you to home confinement. So, right, but yeah, you're right. But yeah, so I had to find a job, so they put me on the placement of a job. They allowed me to make 2 advance payments in order to be sent to home confinement. Came out and looked at the home. My mother had actually gave me the home that was left to her when my stepfather passed because it needed to be one big enough for me, my 5 children, and my significant other. So when they came there, everything was prepared for the home. They came out and they looked at the home. But it had to be, it was like the perfect storm.
Okay. All right. So she so what was okay, so we understand all of that, right? What led up to you finding out, that she had a case or whatever open, and you was going to have to fight for the kids. What was the reason for the whole custody battle? What caused that? Was it? Yeah, I'm
I
not
keep
gonna
getting
put
an
words in
echo
your
for
mouth.
some reason.
Huh?
I keep getting an echo.
Oh, do you have something other than your phone?
I got YouTube open, and I got the StreamYard open.
Okay, on that's fine, but make sure the volume on one of them is all the way off. The volume. Just turn the volume down, like you're on your computer or whatever you on. Turn the volume down. Not the one you speaking to me on. You on the StreamYard.
Okay.
Not that one, but the other one. Turn it all the way down, and that
Okay.
should take it away.
Shit, I can't even see this shit.
Yeah, it's just because you have two things going on, and the volume is up on both of them.
If I close YouTube, will it mess it up?
Don't close it. Don't close it.
Not YouTube, but StreamYard. Or just turn it.
Don't close neither one of them. Just turn the volume down. Go to
Okay,
the
what about
volume.
now?
It's better.
It's better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So
See, I ain't coming for this shit, huh? But yeah, so you said what ultimately led to it were the different DCS claims that they had open. Truancy for one thing. And I think they had a lot of reports in about the safety of the children, the well-being of the children that other people had already put in place prior to me even coming home. And when they found out, they thought I didn't want to have anything to do with the children because they were never told that I was in prison. That's how it turned into a thing. But originally, I filed for divorce from prison in February of 2017. And I was released in July of 2017. And since it was we both consented and we both agreed to the terms of the divorce. It happened in Louisiana after I was there in 6 months because I had sent the paperwork to my mother's house, which is where she was living at the time. Mm-hmm. But by the time tax season was over with, she had, the person that I was with had got the little money and they ran off or whatever. So my mother was having a hard time actually having her served. So when we finally got her to serve it, because when she get money, she get cocky. And she signed it all arrogant and sent it back. When she sent it, they allowed Louisiana to have jurisdiction over my marriage, but not over my children. So when I got home, I was able to register it in Shelby County. I had to get an attorney and get it registered. Well, I didn't really have the money to, so I went through Memphis Area Legal Services, and they represented fathers in Shelby County. And that's how I got legal representation throughout the whole process. So I didn't have to pay anything in the beginning. And then once it went on 6-7 years, to the point where by then I went from $7.25 an hour to I no longer met the income requirements because I had made more money than, that I was supposed to get to qualify for that program. Mm-hmm. So this, and during that court process is when the custody transferred completely. But I originally got physical custody because she dropped them off after they got stranded in Texas and she tried to send the kids to DCS down there. So then, and then when she got back to Memphis, she dropped them off to me. And as a matter of fact, my 6th child was being born that day. So we didn't know if it was malicious or was it being low down or what, but we was actually at the hospital when Brianna called us and seen from the camera that the kids had been dropped off. So
wow.
And it went from physical custody. Then I went to, because I was still really wasn't making any money. I went and applied for benefits myself. I tried to get food stamps, anything that I could get, just to help out a little bit. And that's when the issues really happened, because in order for them to take them from one person's case and put them on mine, that's when the drama started, because you wanted the children, but you want the benefits to go just like over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's where the conflict came in. So because I hadn't legally got custody of them at the time, it was just physical because she dropped them off. She was able to come back and get them from school or wherever they were at the time. And there was nothing I could do about it. So that's when the legal process really started, because when I filed for those benefits and they was telling her that they were gonna move the kids from hers and put on mine, she went back and took them out of school. So
Wow.
yeah.
So when you say she took them out of school, when she did she go and individually withdrew the kids from school, and where did she take them and why?
Well, honesty was never in school. So in Tennessee now, and it's different from what it was at first, but in Tennessee, in Shelby County, when they help you and they give you those benefits and pay for daycare and stuff like that, like you enroll your child in daycare, now you have to get a job, and that wasn't gonna happen. So not even put them in daycare, and you can see that's still an ongoing thing. They ain't going no daycare.
Right.
You just have to get a job to keep getting these benefits. So therefore, that's not that's not happening. So Honesty wasn't in school. Varicia and Eldria were in elementary. So those two had already been drawn. They were just riding around. And Catrice was in middle school, and the system at the middle school was down. So the day that she withdrew the two younger kids, she wasn't able to withdraw Catrice because the middle school system was down. Now on the same property, but it's two different buildings. So for some reason, the system was down over there. Well, by that time, my legal representation, they had got me all the documentation that I need, because you got to remember, Department of Children's Services was actively looking for the children, but they didn't want to snatch them separate because they wanted to get all of them. So therefore, they waited, and they were trying to get all of them together. And it still didn't happen that way, but you know, God worked in mysterious ways, because I was able to have the documentation that I needed to immediately transfer custody when I saw my children. So I could have picked them off one at a time as I saw them, but it would have been calling out the private process server, who would then have to call the police, because we couldn't get her served because she didn't have an address, because, you know, from being in hotels and stuff like that. So I was riding around with that paper, and that paper was like my license. You know what I mean? And the teacher and the people at the school, I just called to see had Catrice came to school, and they said no, she didn't show up to school, but I believe her mom is on the way to withdraw her, because she called and asked us what the system up. And then I took it upon myself to go up there, and I saw a van, and I blocked the van in and called my private process server. So by then it was a whole scene outside, and she called the police, the private process server. She didn't want to be served, but she had to get served. And then the sheriff department had never really dealt with anything like that. So they had to make some calls. Whoever they called downtown said, well, once she's been served, that documentation becomes active. And he let me get Honesty and Varicia out of the car. And then they got in with me. And then she pulled off real fast, and she was trying to get to the other ones. So I had asked Varicia, and she didn't want to tell me where her sisters was. And I asked her again, and I gave her that daddy look, like it was going to be trouble if I didn't find out. And she told me, she was like, they at the casino room. And I was like, in Mississippi? And she was like, yes, sir. And I said, which one? And she said, I don't know which one, but it's by Sam's in Hollywood. So I knew then the only other place that we gambled at was the resort. So I called my probation officer, and I got permission to cross state lines. All this was in motion while I was, because everybody was aware of what the goal was, and that was to keep my children from going to state custody. So not like I came to get them. They were already on the list to go.
Oh, wow.
They were already on the list to go. Had I not came home when I came home and intervened the way that I did, because I went for visitation, and visitation turned into custody. It fell in my lap. I wouldn't even pursue custody of my children making $7.25 an hour. You can't provide for 5 children like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it fell in my lap. I didn't steal anybody. I didn't take anybody. I didn't do anything wrong. I did what I was supposed to do as a father, because I love my girl, and I got girls. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so, and that's what happened. So they gave me permission to go across state line, and that's what we did. My mother drove me into Mississippi, and we got to the resort, and we had the sheriff down there. We had to call them, and they didn't want to comply. That was difficult, because they didn't want to comply. And then Catrice and Drea didn't want to come. You know, it was a lot. It's like that. It's like all members of me have been erased. Like I was a stranger for them. and I was only gone, but not for Brianna. But prior to me leaving, I told Brianna that it was going to be very hard on her because she's the one that just like me. Like she took up my way. She took up my way of thinking. She's smart. She got all
I
that.
can tell. I can
Yeah,
tell.
she got all that. And I told her, I said, Bree, it's going to be harder for you than anybody, you know. And it was, you know, she experienced a lot while I was gone. And that's why, you know, I give her the skin off my back, but I do that for all of them. But Brianna is the one who suffered the most while I was gone because she looked like me, she acted like me, and like she did, you know. But I also understood the person that I left them with. Like I knew I had to grow up, and I expected them to do so because if I had known that I was gonna be a man raising girls, I could have did it in the front end and not left the person that I thought was gonna do it to do it. I thought me going to prison would have made them get some act right, like sacrifice myself to make sure. Okay, but nothing changed. And then once I got in there, my mind was made up that I'm not coming home to the same person or the same person that I was when I left. And that's how it happened.
Absolutely. Kudos, man. Listen, just that little bit alone, it's like, yo, I just want to, you know, tell you like how proud, how, you know, I'm just able to have this platform for our fathers, you know, so many, so few of them, right? That don't have a platform or any way to express themselves, they're feeling what they've been through. And as a father, I just want to salute and thank you so much for taking that time out of your life when you could have did something different, but you chose your daughters over everything. And that's a stand-up father to me. And
Yeah,
thank you so much.
but I come from that type of family.
Yeah. And you have to come from that type of family to understand that. And this is why I know like what this woman is, what she show us, who she is she didn't have that. And it doesn't excuse her behavior. It doesn't, you know,
Right.
but it also explain why she does the things she does, because she don't know what love is. She don't know what family is, right? So yeah, but yeah, I mean, just salute you, because baby, I know it's not easy, girls, and you a father, but I also know she had to be the low of the low, the worst of the worst mammy ever for a lawyer. I'm sorry, a judge to grant a father 5 daughters. Yes.
Fresh
Salute
out
to
of
you.
prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question here, guys. This one here says, okay, speaking of the hotel, the resort, you say that she had the girls in. A paid question would like to know, what did she do with the casino money she won?
Well, see, back in 2012, when I was gambling with the money, because I can only tell you what I done with the money.
Yes. What
Because
did you
that
do?
goes about her. But yeah, but so when I had won the money, because that's what we did. We gambled. I mean, heavy, excessive. Lose it as quick as we get it. I mean, I can remember us together counting 100 and maybe 20-some $1,000 in cash from a $40,000 jackpot and a $67,500 jackpot. And I think with the 67.5, we end up going to Memphis and we went to City Auto and we bought a Cadillac truck, a 2000 and I want to say 9 Escalade, and picked the kids up some more clothes from the house. Got to remember, we stayed down there for like 3 months to the point where they changed the rules of the casino because all we did was gamble. So they had this place called Kids Quest where you could take the kids to, and basically from open to close, our kids would be in there, and they knew to feed them and all of that. But shit, the casino ain't got no clocks. So hell, we ended up leaving them one day, way past to the point where they called the sheriff and said, okay, so from now on, every 4 hours, y'all got to come get y'all kids up out of here because y'all completely forgot them. And that place was open 12 hours. So after then, they changed the rule. The children check in for 4 hours and you come check them out for an hour and bring them back. But, you know, they knew them kids by first night. They knew every morning that they was going to be down there. And so from school all the way through the summer break, you know, that's where they were. But, yeah, we left the casino with the 67.5 out of Cadillac truck. We came back and won like another 40. and went back to Memphis and bought a 2008 Chrysler 300 Hemi. And shit, after we drove that Hemi back down there, I think we left that place with $5,000. You talking about in a weekend, we had lost all that shit back. And the 5,000 was what was left. She gave me 20 because I stayed in the room because I had gambled till I was asleep. And she went down, won some money. She ended up winning another 60,000. And but we had blown through that shit gambling, about a week. No less. We didn't have that money 2 weeks. And we blowed that shit, and it was 5,000 left. And out of that 5,000, we had to put a sign on the restaurant and buy a few more things, equipment to open the restaurant up. And that was the last real look that we had. After then, my indictments came. Shit just fell apart then. So that money.
You're blessed. Like, I'm over here crying. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it's rare to find real daddies. I salute you. I salute the fuck out of you.
Appreciate it. Yep. So, I guess the biggest thing being in a situation like I was in is I'm smart, but I didn't use it the way that my mama raised me to use it. She didn't teach me to sell drugs or gamble or you know what I mean, fast money. I got that when I started, spending time with my brothers and stuff like that. Like, I like what came along with fast money. I like the attention. I was flashy. I was the leader in any situation. I didn't follow anybody. So I told I guided myself. So when you do that, that's a recipe for disaster. If you have nobody to look up to guide you in the right direction, then that's a recipe, because I took my own advice. You know what I mean? Nobody around me had more money than me, so I didn't have to listen to them. And ultimately, that was like my destruction. You know what I mean? I put money before everything. Yeah, money for everything. And I was in the streets doing whatever. And then I ended up with a woman that wanted to be behind me doing whatever. And ultimately, Brianna was left to raise her sisters. As we added one, seemed like every time I left and came back, we ended up with another one. So I either had to stop leaving or stop coming back. But this was what it was. And I never left no more than a month. I think I went and stayed with my cousin Commander one time for about a month. But, and I had went and stayed with another chick, and her kids reminded me of my kids at home. So I missed them. So I went back. And then that's when, ended up with the third child. When she first got pregnant with Catrice. And I don't know if Catrice still hold this against me because we talked about it, but I was young. So after she had Brianna, Catrice was a few years behind Brianna. Brianna 22, Catrice 18. So there was a little gap right there. But when she told me she was pregnant with Catrice, I asked her to get an abortion. And because I didn't want any more kids. But I didn't do what I was supposed to do as a man to make sure I didn't have any more. So, but once the decision was made that she was gonna keep it, then it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take care like I take care of the rest of them. But I actually had split after that because I didn't want any more children. So I was selfish thinking because I was young, you know what I mean? Like I made a lot of fucking mistakes. But but later on in life, I never know that in order to convince a child to turn on me, that a person would tell them, well, he didn't even want you and all that. So that was something that I had to work through with Catrice when we first got custody. You know what I mean? Because I knew I had that choice, but I had paid for abortions before. You know what I mean? I come from a fertile ass family. We don't shoot no blanks. And I should have been taking care of myself. Yeah, I should have. I mean, my dad got 7 boys.
He said none left on the table, none.
My dad got 7 boys. My granddaddy got 2 girls and 5 or 6 boys. Yeah. So it wasn't no avoiding it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here what we have next. Okay. Man, when I tell y'all keep the donations coming, y'all see Hill on here. He is giving y'all the raw, uncut. Just keep those donations coming, guys. We are doing good. We already up to 300 for the girls. and we just getting started. So keep it coming, guys. Let's see. The next question we have here is a lot of them coming in with no questions too. They just donating for the girls, which we appreciate. Thank you so much. Jana, thank you so much for your donations. I am so Houston. Thank you guys so much. Showing up and showing out as usual. We have Carolyn. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She donated to the girls as well, actually twice. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Okay, this is a paid question. Well, I'm not okay. One of those this last question, Brittany, I'm not going to ask only because it's not pertaining to him now. Remember, we got to direct the questions as close as possible to him or the girls. It can't be about her. He's not with her currently. They're not married. They are divorced. So that question is kind of irrelevant to him now. And yeah, so I'm not going to ask that question. But thank you for the donation. If you have any other questions, Brittany, go ahead and send those to us. Okay, so we're caught up, guys, with the paid questions. Like I say, most of them was just donations. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Goonettes questions out of the way.
TT,
so, yes.
What the lights looking like?
The lights? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we got to make sure we checking on that too. You're right. Y'all, come on now. Y'all tripping. Y'all can't even y'all can't be serious right now. We got 455 people in the building, and we don't even have 200 lights. But y'all in here watching. Let's go ahead and get the lights up right now, y'all. Come on. Go ahead. Let's take a few minutes before we start the next question. You need some water, something to drink, big boy?
Good right now.
Okay. All right. So we got to make sure, because we ain't giving out no tea for nothing here. We on a mission. Everything is about business. Right? Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button for your girl, please, and thank you. And we'll continue with the first question. Now, the next question is from the Goonettes. Okay, so I know you probably don't know, but I call my chat, my girls, my subscribers, followers, Goonettes. So the Goonettes got some questions they want to ask, and we're gonna ask them. They are also supportive of your daughters. They've been here a long time. They actually once upon a time supported their mammy. But again, they've opened their eyes. They found out truly what's been going on and who's been lying and all of that stuff. So yeah, they got some questions, and I'm just gonna ask them real quick. Some of the questions, guys. Listen, when he's talking, he's actually answering some of the questions that have already been asked. So I'm not going to repeat and ask him those questions again. So you got to kind of listen to what he's saying, because when he's telling his story, it kind of goes off into another part of a question that we want to know, right? So, yeah. All right. So let's see where we at. And then I'll be able to continue. All right. Oh, boy, they in here, though. Thank y'all so much. 471. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for hitting the like button, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go. Let me see how many followers I have. Okay. Keep it going, guys. We on at 756. 756. I need to get to 5,000. So we at 4,756.
TP, I tell you what, pause the live until you get them likes up. That's what you can do.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Come on. I just don't want, to spare too much time, because we got a lot. Okay. Let me see.
We good. We ain't sitting in no library. We at home. We all right.
Okay. Y'all hear that?
He said he got time tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got time, y'all. Let's go. Listen, guys, y'all want to hear the truth. Y'all want to know what's really going on. He is in the building. We got the questions for the man right here. There's no more listening to the lies and the BS about this man. This man is here. He is holding himself accountable. He is, telling it just how it is. Blood raw, uncut. Let's go, guys. Put them signs up.
Hey, sir, how do I get dispatched into the Dallas, Texas area?
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah. You want to play
All right.
something for us?
Yeah, we'll let that ride until give them time
Okay,
to.
go ahead. Okay, yeah, good. So when we trying to get some lights up and we trying to get the subscribers, we're gonna pause on the question and he gonna go ahead and play some clips. This is evidence, guys. This is his receipts. He don't have nothing to lie. So y'all go ahead and listen while we doing this thing here. Go ahead. Here.
Y'all hear that?
Let me see. We just hear beeping now.
Okay, yeah, that's the Memphis Police Department trying to transfer me to Dallas back in 2018.
Okay. Like put it a little bit away from the mic.
Yes, man. I was trying to reach the local Dallas PD.
Perfect.
Dallas, Texas Police Department. I'm calling. Man. Say it again, man.
Which unit are you trying to reach?
There's a situation going on at the Greyhound station, and with my children being abandoned at the Department of Children's Service and all that, are called out to the Greyhound station in Dallas, Texas, and they've been trying to reach me through a third party, but I'm trying to make myself available directly so that I can find out what's going on with the situation with my children.
Okay, so you want an officer dispatched out there?
No, there's some officers that are already dispatched out there along with the Department of Children's Services. But
it's really difficult to hear you. I'm not sure I'm catching this whole story here. I don't know what's going on with the audio.
What?
Situation with your children at the Greyhound, and you're saying officers are already there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not at the Greyhound. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. Their mother drove them to Dallas, Texas, and there's something going on at the Greyhound station in Dallas, Texas, where they're trying to advise me of what I need to do about getting my children before they turn them over to the Department of Children's Services. The officers called. They used my father's contact information. They didn't call me directly. They called my father, and he relayed the message to me. But he said they didn't call from a number that he could call back on. So therefore, I don't have a means of understanding or knowing exactly what's going on. Like I don't know anything much that my children are about to be turned over to the Department of Children's Services if no one comes to pick them up.
Okay, so you're trying to get in touch with those officers who are at the scene now?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. See if I can find that incident. Let me get this in here.
But it's at the Greyhound station.
Right. Okay, C1 call actively being handled there. Welfare check on 4 children.
Yes, that would be them.
Okay. See if they're still out there. It looks like 3 of the units are still out there. What is the best phone number to reach you?
901 208 1143.
And what was your name again?
Eldred Hill, ELDRID HILL.
Okay, so like I said, it's been coming through. So I'm not sure. Can you spell the name for me?
Yes, E is in everyday, L is in Larry, D is in dog, R is in red, I is in igloo, D is in dog. Last name Hill, HILL. Yeah, last name Hill, H-I-L-L.
What was the last name?
Hill, H-I-L-L. H is in happy.
Okay. Alright. I'll be right with the officers who are still on that call, so I can have them call you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Wow. So y'all heard that, right? Okay, we got them lights up, guys. Thank y'all so much. Y'all heard that, right? So what in the thing was, what we was told was that she went to Dallas. She took the kids to Dallas to make money for a carnival. Her and Mo took the kids down to Texas to make money at the carnival. Her and Mo took the kids. Now that was the story she told us. But we just heard firsthand, he played exactly what happened. She kidnapped her children. He did not take his children. She kidnapped them.
Hold on, I got another one somewhere. So no, this is the same one though. Man, this shit here just. That must be the same one. I gotta find the one where they call me.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. He's so well spoken and well tempered. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is the biggest question here that everybody want to know. Because you know, I'm a fool now. I make jokes, I make fun and everything. But everybody want to know, did your father sleep with your ex-wife?
All right, so how do I say it? Hold on. Because see, my dad, he an old player, you know. He ain't so well good looking right now. But he was like that, you know what I mean? Green eyes. You don't see many black men with green eyes. So he was
Facts.
Dude was serious, you know what I mean? He was serious. And yeah, dude was something serious. So he was serious. But I want you to listen to this. And this conversation from September 9, 2017 between me and Brianna.
Okay.
And I told her that she took it out of context. And so I know what sleep with the enemy mean. I know it's like she just chose to be and so she's just trying to twist it and say that Cheetah sleeping with her and all that. She's trying to twist your words. And I told her that it's taken out of context. And what I wanted to tell her that is she's taking it out of context because she hates you. But I'm not going to say that because I'm going to get in trouble. And I don't want to deal with no police because that's what she's trying to take that stuff to. Nah, I don't cut it free. Let me tell you something. If something like that hurt her feelings or make her feel some type of way, she should hurt. But it's not the fact that whatever's going on is going on. This is my thing. You're trying to put a rape charge on. The only way you can put a rape charge on somebody is if they've been inside you. So that's first time. So you get that understood first. So I ain't saying nothing. And then I said sleeping with the enemy, which means if you gonna mess with somebody that I don't mess with, somebody who is doing everything to hurt me, then obviously you on the side of the person that's trying to hurt me. And I told them on Facebook, I said, if you continue to be my friend, you're gonna be my friend. You can't be my friend and my enemy friend because that's not how it works. I done did this too long. You understand me? I was sleeping with the enemy for a long time, and it took me to go to prison to find out, bro. So, you know, your mama's gonna take it and twist things like she wants to. You understand me? But to get on there and say that my daddy do more than I do for my children, you gotta understand. I took 2 years away from it. When I was out there cheating, one taking care of me or my children. She the one buying up for my children. She was taking that chicken he was going to go. So if he done got his little signing bonus or he done won some money and y'all call me later to let me know, see, I really wasn't, I never entertained Cheetah's conversation or his name because there's nothing for me to talk about. See, y'all want me to go back and forth with a word with my daddy. But I'm not gonna fall out with him. Me and him, our last conversation was this: Pop, you continue to do what you want to do over there, but ain't no way I'm gonna let you deal with them over there and then deal with me, and then I'll be straight up with you. I can't do it. So it's easy for me to remove myself from the situation instead of asking you to step away and quit making things easy for the next. You understand? How disrespectful is that? Other people are control is me. I can't control what the net and mama is. That's y'all mama household. I can't control it. I can't control nothing going on over there. I'm not supposed to care, and I don't. I don't care what's going on over there. So, brother, understand this. When you call me back, please let it be about something pertaining to you and your sister, because that is my only concern. I was hoping me and your mom can get on the same page, at least briefly, to talk about what it is we can do for you and your sister. I offered her more than $81 a month. And she gonna tell me who you can and can't go around. She can't go around your family. She can't go around your. I just got out of prison. I want the job that pays $7.25 an hour. So if I call you and say that I'm trying to get clothes and shoes, then you have to know that there's people that's helping me do that. And if y'all should accept dinner and food or whatever from mom, and then y'all should be able to take clothes and shoes from the people that I bring into the situation to help y'all, because it's all about y'all. It's not about your mom. If she really loved and cared about y'all the way she's supposed to, then she would let me take care of y'all by any means necessary. If I could go to prison trying to take care of y'all and give y'all the things that y'all need, then why the hell can I do it, make it honest money? That don't make no sense. So is it really about y'all? You understand me? I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to be peaceful. I can't even check on y'all progress with school. So many loopholes. You understand me? Muhammad on everything. Muhammad on everything. But what has Muhammad done for y'all up until the point that I went to prison? And where he deserves to be. And I really don't think he exists. I think he exists, but I think he exists, but I don't think he exists on the level that he's making out to be, because the picture that you have of your so-called man is one taken from his page and put on there. You understand me? You go to his page, you don't see no signs of her. So how much of your man is in prison? And if Cheetah laying over there paying bills, then who is your man? Is Cheetah's name, your name, Muhammad? So I don't know what's out of me. But you compliment and then expect me to fall back, because I'm really trying to be simple about it. You understand me? And I'm on a lot of street guidelines and rules, so I'm really out of pocket doing it. So I'm going to erase that Facebook shit today. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm going to make sure it gets erased, because it's not helping the situation. But I did want the people to know you can't consider yourself a friend to me and then be a friend to somebody who's trying to stab me in my back every time they turn around. You understand me? She goes away for a week and she comes back 2 weeks. I can't do this for y'all. You understand, man? Life is about being happy, baby, and moving forward. If you really move forward, then that's what you're supposed to do. Like I put a picture yesterday where I got her name covered up on my arm. Because I moved on. She should do the same thing. Really move on and think about your children, man. It's about y'all. It's not about me and your mama. We had our ride. It's over with. The horse didn't go to the water and drink water. He drunk forward. We had a toxic relationship, baby. It's over with. But the thing is not about us, man. It's about y'all. It's fair for y'all. $81 is not enough. I asked your mama, man, what can I do to help you? You already have shelter. You already get food stamps. You understand me? I don't know what you do for your money. You send me a text telling me how much money you made, how much you made. Don't tell Cheetah 1,000, tell her 500. But I told her, I'm not even talking to Pop. Why should I continue to talk to Pop about helping you over there when I'm not involved in it? And she asked me why I didn't reply to her message, because it didn't pertain to the kids. I told her I'm going to keep it strict on the parent level. I don't have nothing to talk to you about unless you have something to do with those children. So if you send me a text about the money that you're making and the company that you can do catering for, it's none of my business. Because when I look online, you know what I see? I see all memory and all evidence erased of me having anything to do with carnival food. It even come down to a commercial appeal ad. When I look on the website, it. And you know what I look on her when I see that? Says Muhammad. Says Muhammad. Hear me? Says Muhammad. So she's erasing all memory of me existing in the business that I came to the table with. My ideas, her money made it our business. And she's going to erase all memory of erase all memory of everything. Don't continue to hound me. Come out of halfway house, go by the probation office. That's crazy. What have I done? Have I showed up at y'all exit? You know? Have I called her? Have I been online talking about your mama to the level that I really could be talking to her about? See, I'm throwing little things out there to show her that you're not going to play with me. See, the things that I took for all the years, baby, I don't have to take anymore because I'm not on the same side of the table. But I'm trying to prevent war. Because when it comes to war, your mama doesn't have the ammunition that I have. My slate is clean. I went to prison. I took everything that I had did and I put it right there. I took some of the things that she had done and I took it with me. But she needs to fall back, man. And let me enjoy my life. Let me enjoy my freedom and my new relationship. And she don't add nothing to my day, Brianna. You understand me? Your mama don't add nothing to my life right now. And I'm not going to let her take away the things that I'm trying to have. I'm not. And if it means not talking to y'all and not seeing y'all, then so be it. Because you and your sister know I love y'all. You and your sister know when all else fails, when y'all have nowhere else to go, go where y'all went 2 years in a row when I was in prison. You understand me? Y'all ain't never without a place to live. Y'all ain't never without food. But if y'all continue to follow the ways that y'all mama said before y'all, then y'all gonna forever be without those things. So let her figure out how to come over with $1 to buy some ink, put on her print and print out what she print off on Facebook and take it to the police or whatever precinct she want to do. Let her do that because she's only wasting her time. You understand me? She's only wasting her time. Every move is calculated. I'm not doing nothing out of emotion, Brianna. You understand me? Your mama won't. She don't wake up early enough, and if she staying up all night on her website, whatever she says she do from 1 to 5, we all know there ain't no battle about between the hours of 1 and 5 for nympho, freaks, geeks, and retarded people. So she up on the internet doing a blog, whatever she doing.
Y'all are the bull.
It's only $7.25 an hour. So she's talking about an increase. They can only take maybe $125 a week. So damn, the child support get $81 a month. There's only $100 left for her. Once I put the gas in the tank, ain't nothing for them to take. So y'all only gonna get $19 more. So I asked her off the record, what can I do to help y'all? Because I help you, but it's gonna help me. You understand me? Mm-hmm. So that's the bottom line. Now your mom can tell you what she want to say. She can be sitting there listening. She can be recorded. I don't care because I know the game that she play. I know when y'all call me out the blue, y'all just calling me for each other. You understand? So when y'all called last week to tell me that she was going to take y'all to the y'all just wanted me to know that Cheetah had some money. I know the only way Cheetah has some money on the weekend is if he wants on. So it don't matter to me because I don't care about money like that. Money sent me to prison. No, Muhammad convinced her to let me call you and talk to you. And so I let you talk to the kids and stuff. Well, it has nothing to do with Cheetah. Well, that's my sign of it, but it doesn't matter to me because another man ain't supposed to have to let her tell y'all to talk to y'all dad. You understand me? That's crazy. That's crazy. She's supposed to want y'all daddy because y'all have a daddy that's reaching out to y'all and really trying to lead her for y'all. So why is it that another man has to come forward and tell her that y'all call him? You know, that's crazy. And I've always respected him for whatever, and I never put his name in nothing or said anything. You understand me? Because that's not what growing up is about, baby. You got to grow up. What am I going to take a fight with him for? If he's trying to look out for her and do this and do that, then look power to him. Because the easier he make life for her, the easier it is for all of us. Because if she's not happy, she's not going to let nobody else be happy. So it's the things that he doesn't know that she's doing that don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense because when he's away, and Cheetah can come over there. But he got a kid where he can walk in the house. Cheetah shouldn't feel comfortable over there. Cheetah crazy. But that's him. That's my dad. He lives on the edge. You know, he drives the truck with no blood pressure pills and no sugar pills that God keeps him alive. That's fine. You don't have to help God out one day, though. You got to help God out. Because he's only going to change the condition of the people to change themselves. So when he been driving that truck a lot of years, and he had nothing. After absolutely nothing. Then one day he'll wake up. But if he don't want that for himself, then he won't have to wake up. Stay asleep. I woke up, Brianna. You can't get mad at me for waking up. You can't. You can't. Just like she said, you're right. I had my mind made up when I went to prison that I was not coming home the same man to the same person. Yes, my mind was made up because I knew I was the ultimate sacrifice for a bigger cause, money and material. And when somebody sacrifices you for money and material, then that's it. Say what she want to say. She done last 6 months. So how can you get mad at me for moving on? Somebody else get a man, 19 months of my tenant with me. Did it faithfully. Did it honestly. You understand? So how can you be upset if somebody did something that you couldn't be? It's a world full of women that are something that you will never be. So you can't get mad at the woman. You're supposed to find out what it is that they know and try to learn it instead of trying to scheme our way through life. She got y'all thinking it's okay not to go to school and stand on corners and sell candy apples and shit. Who the fuck does that to be successful? There's enough of them. And your other ain't still enough when you switch the goddamn snow cone. I mean, so it's the thing, it's the time we have to get up off your ass and really go
It's 2017.
You been selling pickles and apples since then?
Nah, she added the pickles.
Oh, she added.
And that's how they do. The money that they took out the bank, the $106,000 that they took out the bank. You understand me? So if my total crime is $256,000 and you want to put online that I paid the $96,000 check, well, where in the fuck do this other $180,000 come from? I don't have a tax business. You understand me? Mm-hmm. All right then. So those things, people don't understand that. And they see what they want to see. She posts statements online about numbers and shit like that with a jackpot slip. But that shit say 2012. Anybody in their right mind supposed to look down that corner and say, oh, that's 2012, that's 5 years ago. When she talking about something 5 years ago. But people have no logic. People have no sense of reason. They look on there and they see how she steals some old cargo food year-round, the cargo food truck. So they don't know that she sold that motherfucker 5 months back. Now what the fuck is? There ain't no cargo food truck. You know what I mean? The people don't know. But if she keep messing with me, they gonna know. Because I'm gonna expose her. So I ask you, I'm saying you to tell your mama, man, fall back. Man, leave that alone because he is not gonna play with you. Them his words. That's what you tell her. And I have nothing else to say to her, bro. I have absolutely nothing else to say to her. And I want this to be recorded. I want this to be said because I'm not making no threats. I'm just letting her know. I'm not gonna play with her. I'm not gonna go back and forth. It's not worth it. I have nothing to gain from doing. I have everything to lose. People who love me and around me threaten to walk away for me even dealing with it. I'm really saying too much now, but I'm saying what I want to say because I'm not gonna say it again. If you ever call me again with anything concerning that your mama said or your mama gonna do, then me and you are gonna have a conversation about when and when you should not call me. If it got something to do with your sister, your sibling, y'all health or y'all well-being, then you call me every day on an hour, every hour on the day. And if you ever call me and anyone answers my phone, I want you to respectfully say, hello, this is Brianna. Who am I speaking with? You don't answer. When somebody answers my phone, you don't say, who is this? Because there's not your concern. My number will not change. You understand me? My number will not change. It's going to stay this way so that you will always be able to contact me. Your grandmother's number is not going to change. So whoever answers my phone, whether it sounds like Coco, grandmama, or my fiance, whoever it sounds like, you understand me? When they answer the phone, you speak respectfully like you always have. You understand me? Don't ever stoop to the level of stupidity because I didn't raise you that way. Out of all your stuff, you are the one that is more like me, which is why life is going to be extra hard on you in their household. Because when they look at you, they see me. When they think about your ways, they see me. When they see you playing on video games, they see me. So you watch yourself. Because love don't hurt, baby. And a person loves you, they don't do nothing to hurt you. And they ain't gonna send you to jail, and they damn sure ain't gonna do it over and over again. See, this shit is about control. This shit about control. This shit about and beat them. So never walk in the room and be the dumbest one. You sit back, you look at everybody in that room. You make sure you be smart enough like I told you to be. I'm unable to get you out of this situation like I told you I was going to do when I was in prison. Baby, I'm going to do my best to do what I can to make sure you be all right when I come home. But I am fighting a battle, baby, that I just cannot win while I'm on probation. You understand me? I don't have access to you like I need to. And once I come away from under the halfway house, things will be a little cooler. But in December 1st, things may change a little bit. But as of right now, baby, we gotta deal with it for what it is. But you have my number. You can call me at all times. I don't turn my phone off. I don't let it go dead. You understand me? So you can't never say, you can't get no reason at all to say you couldn't get in touch with your daddy because you have my number and you have your grandmama number. And you use those numbers as often as possible. And if y'all life is in danger, something's up, y'all gonna get kicked out. Somebody go to jail and y'all need to be picked up. Call your dad. It don't matter who somebody else tells you to call your daddy first. And let me tell you that, Brown, I cannot do it right now, baby.
So y'all can see how far they go and where they go.
Yeah. Wow. That answered a whole lot of questions. Listen, that took off some questions, baby. Wow.
And this conversation is from 9/9/2017. And this 7 years, you know what I mean? 7 years and 5 months and 3 days. 7 years, 5 months, and 3 days exactly. And I'm talking about this. It's the same.
Crazy.
Yeah.
She ain't changed. She haven't changed, and we see that.
And I haven't.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's see here. And let me go down. Just reading some of the comments, guys, making sure we put in you guys. We did get a few more cash apps here, guys. We got, let me just thank the people whose cash app while we was listening.
I'm gonna get up and take a restroom break.
Yeah, go ahead. You good. Queen, you in the building?
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, child, y'all showing up for these girls. I love it. Thank you. Let's go ahead and give out some shout outs to these donations. We have Rich Richege. It's RICHEJJL. Thank you. He say for the girls.
Okay, this way the camera. Hey y'all.
Who is that?
I'm the daughter.
Oh, which one? We know you are. We can see
So pretty.
We know you are. We see you.
Hey y'all, my nickname Reese. That's it.
Oh, this Reese. Hey, baby.
All his damn kids look like
all y'all look just like y'all daddy. Good gracious.
Hey Free, I know you see me.
Yeah. Hold on. We have let's see. Okay. We got Denise. Thank you for your donation, Denise.
They go return some of that.
We got Cindy Barr. Thank you. Ooh, we got Awesome Tea, Gold Lady, East Birthday. Y'all, we doing it big over here tonight. We sure is. And we got, let's see, Gator Nation. Boo. No, I'm just playing, but it's them nose, baby, all day, every day. Let's go nose. But we got Gator Nation in the building. So yeah, guys, we're doing very good tonight. So far, so good. So yeah. Let's see here.
The king is returning.
Reese, you the one that work at the catering?
Mm-hmm. Yes, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Doing something great.
Oh. Well, how you doing in school?
I'm on the honor roll.
Oh, look at that. Smart and pretty. I know that's right.
A's and B's.
That's right, boo. That's right. You can say hi to the Goonettes. They can hear you and see you.
Y'all, it's drill calling.
She probably telling you to get off. Oh yeah, Bree. She don't even play. Listen, that's what that sister slash auntie of the year say. She go get in the field with, and the girl know you ain't lady. Go sit your behind down before you croak. You is not getting in no field with no doggone drill. Talking about she go roll around and drop kicker and all that. Girl, goodbye, lady.
I'm ready for you.
Okay. Now let's go. Moving right along. Okay, this is another question what so many people want to know, because she's told us one question reason, but you have something totally different. What is the reason, or what was you charged for? What did you do time in prison, federal prison for?
I played is originally they wanted to charge me with aggravated identity theft because basically just depositing checks into a tax account. And but I took a lesser plea with one count of theft of government money. So in any other situation, they always give you a plea deal. Feds got a 99% conviction rate. Nobody tried to go to trial. So they always offer you a deal less than what the original charge. So they threatened me with 51 counts of aggravated identity theft because that's how many checks had been deposited to my account. All of those checks weren't bad. They didn't even have claims on all of them, but they couldn't differentiate between the ones that were stolen and the ones that were not stolen, because some of those checks were actual IRS prepared tax checks that came back, and that because basically the way it was when we prepared the taxes, everybody wasn't legit. A lot of these people had other people's dependents from people that we got mad at, and I'm gonna say we because I knew about it. I'm not a tax preparer. Basically, the only thing I was the fall guy, because the bank accounts were in my name, because the person that I was with had bad banking practices, so they couldn't get an account in their name. But I couldn't get the bank accounts until my dad passed the fingerprint test through the IRS, because I'm a felony. So I couldn't get a EFIN number to transmit taxes. So with my dad's name being Eldridge Hill with a GE and mine being Eldridge Hill, he was able to go to the IRS office and get fingerprinted. And then I was able to take his fingerprint approval and walk into the bank and get the bank accounts associated with a business account that I had opened up, because the other party had lost their tax preparing privileges from fraud and reports and stuff like that. So it took me and my dad to be able to get that tax business back going. So it was his fingerprints, the bank accounts in my name, and then there was somebody else preparing the taxes. So my job was, when the money went into the bank account, preparation fees, it was my job to go into the bank and get the money out, because the accounts are in my name. So if they say, hey, go in there and give me 9,000 out, I ask no questions. I go in there and take 9,000 out, give it to the person that asked for it, and then they distribute the money the way it was. So that's how the charge came to me, because when we started, so the way that I ended up getting a check cash endorsement, because we used to take all the tax people that owe her money for the little side stuff they would do, like steal other people's dependents or boost the refund up with fraudulent tax numbers and stuff like that. We would take them to the casino and let them cash their check. That's how we actually got hooked on gambling, because the casino was the only place you could really go and get that type of money after 7, 8 o'clock, after the liquor store was closed. And then the casino was only charging $15 to cash them, because basically they expected you to gamble. So they would charge you $15, and then they would give you $15 in free play vouchers in return for it. So actually they didn't charge you anything. They was hoping that you would stop and play something in there. And that's how we originally got hooked on gambling, because going down there so much and seeing people down there winning while we down there. There was some days we went down there 2-3 times a day. Because I believe the IRS used to post checks at 4:30. They post direct deposit at 4:30, and then they'll do another batch at 9:30. And then 9:30 batch, we would be just coming back from the casino from taking the 4:30 people to cash their checks and went back down there 10:30, 11 o'clock at night for the next batch that came through. So hell, we end up getting a goddamn power inverter and hooking up in the truck. At that time, we had a 2001 Cadillac Escalade old junk. So we ended up putting a power inverter in there and sticking the printer in there and start hanging around the casino to print the checks out. And we would just call the people and tell them that y'all check printed right there in our truck. They would drive down there to get their money. Most of them owed up $1,500, $2,000, depending on how many dependents they got stolen and put on their tax return, or depending on how much we had to boost the refund up to get them some money. That's what it was. So a lot of those checks that was deposited into that account was actually checks that were not fraudulent. Well, they wasn't fraudulent to the point where we took it. So we end up, after we had gambled up the majority of the money, then we hooked up with some people that off her side of the streets. And they had this whole scam going where they would be stealing the checks out of FedEx. And I didn't know until I got my paperwork. When I got indicted, it gave me a rundown of how everything went, because we never knew where the check was coming from. We just knew that the checks was good. And since I had a check cash and endorsement on my account, because we got tired of driving to the casino, so I added a check cash and endorsement to my account, which means I had a stamp where I could stamp the back of it like the liquor store does, and all I had to verify that the identification matched the address on the check. So and then we can just stamp it and deposit it in there. And as long as we had the money in the account to cover whatever the check was, we draw the money right out. But because they were government issued checks, their system is immediate. So the people in the bank could key it in. So if I went and took those checks to the bank, the lady would key it in and it would come back as good. But the only reason it would come back as good because we actually had it before the post office had it, because they was getting the checks from FedEx. So the checks come through the hub through FedEx, and then they get distributed to the post office. And the post office would then mail them out to the people. For the people who do paper returns and stuff like that, they checks get mailed to them. So these were actually government issued checks. And some of them were people first of the month check. We had some that was $625. But if you got 30 checks that's $625, then you got $18,000.
Yeah.
So, and that's what it was. We were taking people hard-earned first of the month check. Like we were pieces of shit because we wanted money. But, that's some shit that I'd never be a part of again, but I did. You know what I mean? Because we might get a stack of checks, and the only thing we did was stamp. They would sign them, stamp them, and we would be 5 or 6 of us, and we would be signing names different on the back that look like different signatures and all type of shit, and put that shit in the bank and let them cash it. And the money we would split it. So out of $18,000 deposit, we would get due them $9,000, and we'd keep the other $9,000.
Wow.
So, and that shit added up to $256,000 because they couldn't tell which checks was real. So they charged me for every check in there. And some of them was like real tax returns that was prepared and stuck in my bank account. And only reason I got hit, like they said, none of this could have happened if the account wasn't in my name. So, I took it.
Wow. Okay, there it is, guys. You heard it from the horse himself. He said what he said. That's how he went, and that's who all was involved. Moving right along. Okay, let me check the lights. Give us a little break. Okay, let's see here. So we got
What's up?
Reese.
Nah, he wasn't nowhere around when that happened.
He wasn't nowhere around, y'all.
Nah, that man showed up. It was, man, it was 3-4 people before dude showed up.
But she want us to think soon. This is what she put out here. She said, soon as she dropped you off to prison, she went to the courthouse and filed for divorce. That's what's out here in these streets. That's the story, but we heard it from you. You was the one that initiated the whole divorce, but she out here telling people she went and filed for divorce from you. And you are the one that's mad because she have a whole nother family.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Okay, so the next question is,
a mouth will say anything.
Yeah, and hers do. And they believe it over there. Them pelicans, them the stupidest pelican birds I ever seen in my damn life. Stupid selves. The next one here say, so here, if you know anything about this truck she had, this last truck she had, do you know who took the truck or if the truck was even stolen?
I don't know what because I don't know what how do I word this to make this question for me?
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about the truck, but I will say this, that I was at work, and I got a call to meet at the Waffle House on Sycamore View. And what it was somebody, it was somebody's son called me and said, "Hey, my dad want to meet with you." And I'm like, "What do you want to meet with me for?" And he said, "Well, he want to have a conversation with you. He wants you to know that you're absolutely right about everything you said." And I'm like, "Okay, so what time are we supposed to meet?" "Well, he's coming back from Texas right now with the food truck." I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, but we finna offload it to one of the owner's friends." I'm gonna say the owner because it was a couple of people whose name was on that truck. Mm-hmm. And when they met me at the Waffle House, it was me, it was my significant other, and we sat down at the table. And it was really an uneasy conversation because I really didn't want to have it because I knew I hadn't completely pulled my children out of the situation. I had to be very tactful about the things I said and the things that I done, dealing with him because he was around my children more than me. So when that happened, when we got to the Waffle House, he came up there and he told me that he, because they tried to track his phone and see, but he ended up swapping phones with somebody that he lived with. And he took that man's phone to make it seem like that he was still in Memphis when he went and got that motherfucker. And she asked him about it. And they said, "Well, my son just runs his mouth too much. He just talk a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, alcoholic, when they drunk, you gotta believe him. You gotta fucking believe him." So they can discredit that man as much as he want, but that man didn't have no reason to lie because he set that meeting up. Now, did I see the food truck? Absolutely not. Only time I saw it when it was being stolen from Memphis because they was cutting on the steering wheel with a saw trying to get the club off before they went to Texas. And then the next thing I know, that motherfucker showed up. He wanted to meet. And that's all I can really say is my interaction with it. But 1 + 1 is 2.
You got it.
You hear me? Come on now.
Yep.
Yeah. That shit ain't hard to find. That shit ain't hard to find. They know what's up. It's easier to protect the image of somebody. It's very easy to do that. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Because I might have some shit. Hold on. Why the fuck did this alarm keep going? I don't even do nothing at 8 o'clock at night. But you heard how that came on.
Yeah.
They knew what that shit was the whole time. So if somebody gave somebody some clothes and didn't give somebody some clothes out of a stolen food truck, why are we still talking about where this food truck is?
Exactly.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, shit ain't no reason me. Well, ain't gonna be no good. Go fucking with it. Then if you saying all that, I'm not gonna go fucking with it.
It ain't over there. It's in the food truck. Honestly, don't have anything there. All stuff is inside of the food truck.
I'm just trying to get as much shit as I could to see what they got and what they don't have. Like,
no, I'm bringing that glove back. I want to get that glove down.
you going what it? You can bring it back tonight?
I want to get that glove. I want to get that glove from the storage now. No, I'm not bringing it tonight. When I eat lunch with you Tuesday.
When you said Tuesday?
Yeah, it's gonna be Tuesday because the school already bought the stuff. The school.
But yeah, but I seen this shit there for you to post it up later on. We can go here with the next few questions.
Okay. All right. Wow. I'm in awe. This is crazy. This is so crazy. The next question is okay. Hold on, because I think you kind of answered that one.
Man, you can answer it again.
Okay. Okay. Why 5 kids though? I mean, like, if you know she was like this or this type of person, how you end up having 5 children from her?
Well, originally, all right. So fuck it, we're gonna go from the top. Yeah. All right. So 2000, yeah. Year 2000, I had hit a rough patch, and I used to be hanging at my homeboy house, and that's originally where I ended up meeting the person that later on became my wife. So I'm gonna tell you how I ended up with 5 children. Who that by really is irrelevant right now, but to fix that question, I'm gonna tell you how I ended up with 5 children.
Gotcha.
Long story short, every time I left and came back, it added one, with the exception to honesty. But to go back from the top, so my homeboy house I used to be old, we was vice lords and they was GDs. So, but he was real cool with the person that they followed, and he was the chief of the vice lords, and it was my homeboy. It was like one of my best friends. So just quite naturally, we all ran together. They just used to come over there to his house after the club and shit. And she ended up wanting to go home, and I was the only one who had a car other than my own boy. And he used to fuck with her. So he was like, man, so I asked him, man, what's up with her? He said, man, there's somebody I fuck with after the club every now and then. If you want to, go ahead. So I took her home and shot my shot. And a couple of days later, called. I went back over there, did what grown folks do, and it was it. So maybe I think that person had also ran into a rough patch, and then they wanted to go to Florida, where their sister lived at. And they went down there and they wanted to get a gig as a dancer in a club down there. Because you got to remember, it wasn't always bell pepperish. But at the time, could have got away with it. But they went down there to hustle, get them a little money or whatever. And I was still in Memphis in my homeboy house. So, we was all in his little spot, which we were trapping out of. And I'm going to the bathroom a whole lot. And I'm like, I know it's crazy, but I'm just telling you the truth. So I'm sitting there on the toilet and my boxers down. I'm like, so I asked my homeboy, can we do that type of shit? And I said, hey, and for what, man, you got something green in your drawer? He's like, oh. And he busted in the bathroom. He was like, oh, bitch, you burning. That's what he said. And I said, what that is? I'm young, I don't know. So when he told me this, I was like, damn, she got me. So I called her and I asked her how she was doing. She said, I'm good down here. I don't feel good. My stomach messed up. And I was like, I think you gave me something. And you probably done had it a while. That probably was wrong. So she jumped back on the bus and came back to Memphis. and when it got healed. And I'm telling this story just like it is because it's the truth. Me, I was young nigga. I was foolish. So I told her what I had and told her to go to the health department and get checked, right? But what I didn't do is tell her that I never got fixed. I wouldn't let her get fixed. I kept that shit 2 more weeks so that I could give it back to her. And when I gave it back to her, yeah, so I damn near, yeah, I did. You know what I mean? I gave that shit back to her. And yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
So yeah, it's crazy ass shit.
So
Talking about some crazy shit.
I told these people we ain't leaving nothing out. Everything goes. See, this what I mean. He incriminating himself, guys. He telling y'all 100 what went on. Now this man ain't got nothing to lie, but let her tell it. Let me tell you what she said. She met y'all. How you met her? She said you came up to her. You met her at Payless. She was working in the shoe store.
Hold on. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. Hold up. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way I don't win to no Payless. No motherfucking way.
That's what she told us.
No way.
I'm telling you. I couldn't believe it.
Be quiet for 1 second. Watch this. Ain't no motherfucking way.
Bree, close your ear. Well, Bree, you can hear it, but Drill, close your ear.
What you doing, bro?
Shit, over here, Big Giant House.
For real?
Yeah. He called me today. That must pull up on his ass.
Hey, fool. Hey, turn the radio and shit down. Man, what's one of the dumbest things I ever did, fool? Just think about all the shit I done did. What's one of the dumbest things I ever did?
What you talking about? The dumbest shit you did?
Like just think of anything, that some low down stupid shit that I done did. Just whatever it is, just shout it out, goddamn. You go back to Gwine House. Go back to Gwine House. I want somebody else.
I know what you do, man.
What I do?
I just don't want to say it.
No, be said. I need you to say it. What I do?
Fam.
What I do? What I do?
What you want me to say, bro? What?
Man, what I do? When I get my leak back, what I do?
You said, okay, then man, okay. You think you got burned, and then waited, didn't go get cured and shit. Waited on her to go get cured. Then he fucked up and get her to sit back again.
That's all I need, my boy. I'm all this man on.
All right, boy.
Man, that's the first time I ever heard that get back. Man, when I tell you that's the ultimate get back.
And that shit, you know, I look now how foolish it was, but that shit could have turned into syphilis or any goddamn thing. You know what I mean? So I was definitely, you know what I mean? But yeah.
She said we asked her.
Fucking Payless. Ain't no way.
Yeah, she told us, y'all, you came up to her. She was working at Payless, the shoe store, and you came up to her, and that's how y'all met.
Nah.
That hoe was a foot. She was a dirty foot from. She was a drag a long time.
The way that the original meet was 9th grade, and 9th grade, and the person used to come and just sleep in class all the time. And I asked them why they so tired. And they said they work a job, but they couldn't buy none of them 40-cent pack of cookies though. And now that I think about it, I bought a 40-cent pack of cookies and didn't have a job. But that's originally how we met. And then ninth grade was it. That was the year they dropped out.
Okay, so they did officially drop out in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
It got
Listen.
online maybe like 2006, 2007, and it just did an online thing to get a diploma. Yep. I had to answer them questions.
Yeah. That was some of the question too. So yeah, okay, that's what's up. So we know that she never got a diploma. We know that's fake. Do you know anything about her having a hair license, going to be a cosmetologist?
I can say that amongst all the other businesses that I was a part of, we had a home daycare. There was some beautician license and nail techs and stuff like that. Shop. Yeah, went to hair school, New Wave Hair Academy, and got a license to do that. That's one of the most honest businesses that I believe that we had, where somebody actually went to school, and got their paperwork and worked for it. Like I said, the daycare was a scam. The tax business was a scam. The restaurant was the beginning of the end. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm just like in awe. Man, this shit is wow. That's all I can say. So let's see. Moving right along, y'all. Oh, y'all, can we get some likes, please? Go ahead and hit the like button, please, guys. Thank you. Hit that like button. Okay, let's see. The nasty bit. Okay. Okay. So there's some people that has, oh gosh, because I know these girls watching. So some of the stuff I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
they done lived it, man. You know, the internet raised kids now anyway. You can't.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
tell what they got in their phone. I don't check them. I'm too scared to find out. But you know, I trust them to a certain extent.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I trust them far as I can throw an elephant. But,
right.
But
so,
yeah.
Who set the restaurant on fire?
Shit, the same person that set the house on fire.
Wait. Did I hear you just say a house was on fire too? Set on fire too?
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Same, you know, people don't stop doing things till they get caught.
Yep.
You know, I say this: my role and everything is my job is to accept that we was gonna get in trouble and be prepared to get us out of trouble.
Right.
Same way I'm sitting down with y'all talking, I had to do this over and over again. I actually had the feds beat, but what I didn't have beat was them going to another prison and questioning somebody, and somebody wanted a time cut and gave me up, which led to me being investigated, because one of the people that we were getting checks from was already finna surrender to go to prison for doing some check shit. And ultimately he ended up coming home 2.5 years early. So basically me and him swapped seats. The same 2.5 years they gave me, they gave him off because they didn't have me. Because I sat down with the feds and any other investigators that we, you know, that I took with my charges and shit, you know. But yeah, that restaurant shit was kind of crazy. Because when you know how your TV be connected with a HDMI cord that runs into a back of a digital video recorder, and then you have each individual video cable running to each camera when you don't have a wireless system, and when you just go snatching wires out, and the first thing you unplug is the HDMI cable. The only thing you hidden is from yourself, because you can no longer see what the camera see. So if you unplug the HDMI cable out of your TV right now, you'll stop seeing what's on the screen. But that don't mean what else is connected to that TV has stopped showing what it's showing.
You're right.
And it was crazy because that was in the middle of my federal investigation, and I definitely didn't need no more heat on me. So when that shit happened, I can remember laying, because at that point, one thing I can say is that after I got indicted, we had a place to go that I didn't want to go to because I didn't know how much information the feds had on me. So my first initial thing was, okay, let's get an extended stay hotel. So I want people to know, like, I don't see anything wrong with living in a hotel if you doing it for a reason other than for a living. You know what I mean? If you ain't got nobody, just by yourself, but to put a family in a hotel, it has to be some real reasons behind it. So and my reason was because of indictments, but they had took everything. And I knew it was one place they didn't know about that they would have never found out about if somebody had to stay the fuck away from there. But ultimately, that was the last place. And you know, you can never prepare to be separated from everybody. When that shit happens, like, you know it's coming, but you just ain't shit you can do about it. You can try to prepare them, but you can't. When they done took all the money and all that, like, I wasn't dealing drugs. Drug dealers get to keep their money. But white collar criminals, they take everything. Right. Everything you got, they come get. So you don't have nothing. You don't have no drug dealers. They take what's caught on them. Right. That's it. But everything they got put up at home now, they get to come home to that, and it just wasn't a luxury that we had. So I did hear somebody say the other day that if they had all this money and got all that, then they would have put their family in a better position. But yeah, you first of all, you don't have the heart to do what I did. You know what I mean? You didn't have a man around you that would do the same thing. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have did what the other person did if they was say all the time what they wouldn't have done with it. But hey, you don't know. You know what I mean? I took the risk, and I love the game, and I accept whatever come behind it, and that's what came behind it. You know what I mean? But I learned from it. Yeah, I learned from it for sure. But yeah, they same person who burnt the houses and shit. Yeah, but one thing I can remember the fire department asking me was, what we want to know is, how was this tile that's soaked in gasoline by the front door supposed to catch on fire by the back door where the bouncers and the drink machines and the lawnmower is? We want to know how this tile up here was supposed to catch on fire without leaving a stream of gas from where the fire was started to where the tile was laying at. And it was about 75 feet. So he was saying that's what makes this look like arson, because we got a gas-soaked rag right here that we don't know how it's supposed to catch on fire when the fire was set at the back door, and you got a gas-soaked rag at the front door. We trying to figure out, how is this rag supposed to catch on fire when I tell you the fire department was less than a minute and a half drive from where the restaurant was. You could literally step out of the restaurant and see the fire department. So to try to burn the building down in a minute and a half was just crazy anyway. Right. It didn't make no sense. It was never thought of. It was at the last minute, and it was crazy. Yeah. It was crazy. But yeah. And the same thing happened at a house. The house that was being used for daycare. Yeah, the house that was being used for daycare. It went up for tax sale because we were actually buying that one, and it went up for tax sale. Once we got the notice for being tax sale, then the rest is history. Yeah, the rest is history. And it was, and I would always be the one to find out after, when it's time to sit down and answer questions. It was my job to come up with the let's get out of it. Right. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know how to panic. When you have to think, you don't have time to panic. Right. Yeah.
All right, there it goes, guys. So the story about the bank being robbed. Did she rob that bank? Or do you know who
Well,
robbed that bank? Let me put it that way.
So to answer this one, so we had I was part owner of several locations, and this one particular location was across the street from a bank that we used to have to go get change from. And at the time, it was a series of bank robberies, and it was a different costume every time. And I think one had got hit down the street at the same time that one of my co-owners was in the process of trying to get change at another branch, and they were in line and fit description of what that person had on it, but the only thing it was an apron and a bob wig and some shades, and the only description that they fit was that it was an apron. A person with an apron was robbing a bank down the street, not far from there. So we never robbed a bank. It was just publicity. That it turned out to be publicity. That's all it was. Yeah, it was free advertising.
All right, there it is, guys. So we're gonna move away from that for right now, because this next question have to do with your in-laws.
Okay.
How was your relationship with your mother-in-law at the time, your ex-mother-in-law?
Oh, Vera, she different. I can't say nothing bad about her. I feel for her. You know what I mean? Because I seen her go through a lot. You know what I mean? But it's God's grace is for real. You know, I can't and I won't say anything bad about her because she don't deserve nothing but good. As bad as I've seen her be treated, I don't have anything bad to say about her, and she won't say anything bad about me. Right now, when my kids go see her, they say that she'll ask where I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. We'll keep it there then.
Yeah. But yeah, she was and then there's one additional sister that I've never had any issues with. You wouldn't even know that she was a sister, and I would prefer to keep her out of the way, just like it is, because her chip, like they good people.
Mm-hmm.
They good people. They deserve to be protected from all this. They don't deserve none of what being on the internet has brought to me and my children and my family and people that I'm around now. They don't deserve what we've been getting, because somebody feels like it's an opportunity for them to make money.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's what it is. Like that's what it is. They don't deserve it, and I would never bring that on the other sister and her children because they don't bother nobody. They don't bother nobody.
Respect. I respect that as well.
Now for the ones that jump out there and think it's okay,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
They and this is why I'm real careful about my girls, because the very way that their aunties and stuff like that are, it was just all girls in the household. Mm-hmm. And it was and it could easily repeat itself. But the difference is there's a man involved now that's not gonna let what happened to them when they were coming up. You know what I mean? I try to keep them on the same page. I try to help resolve their issues. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't let them settle their differences on their own, because I know how people act out of emotion. So I try to be a part of whatever they got going on. But they could easily end up just like those other people that that y'all see now.
Facts. Why do you think one of the aunties come for the children that she allegedly never had anything to do with? Why do you think she
When you
take up for her sister?
When you're talking about a person that only came around maybe 8 or 9 times out of 15 years, they only show up for holidays. So they had their own life, and respectfully so, because there was nothing here.
Right.
There was nothing here but one parent to come and see. There was no family orientation. There was no family reunions. There was nothing like that. And people got away from the old way. You know what I mean? The family reunions, we used to have those just about every year coming up. Our grandfather and stuff did. And it's like to be honest, if a person leaves a more fruitful area and comes to a poverty trading place like Memphis, Tennessee, they're probably running from something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're probably running from something. Because as well as our business has been exposed, when they get mad at each other, the first thing they do is expose what it is about a person that they're upset about. So a person can sit back and say, we don't know nothing about me. They don't know nothing about me. But the only thing we know is the same thing you know about us. And that's what came out of somebody else's mouth. And when they mad, they're going to tell. They're going to tell like they say it. They're going to tell either their truth, their side, and that's what we're going to get. But when the evidence supports, because you have to have logic. Yeah. I've seen people move from Memphis to Florida for a better opportunity, but I've never seen nobody move from Florida to Memphis.
Come on.
You hear me?
Right.
So are we fighting the fight? You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm gonna leave that there. Since you're gonna make the pig oink. Yeah. Make the pig oink if you want.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say about that
one. Do you know if your ex was part of any type of gang, GDs to be exact? Because that's what she claims.
Well, when I met my homeboy, I can only tell you about me. And when I met somebody at my homeboy house, we was vice lords, and they was running with the GDs. And then there was some situations where somebody ended up. I can remember one time with somebody's sister. You know what? I said I was gonna protect them, and I'm gonna leave that at that. But there was an altercation where somebody's car got broken into, and the stuff that was in their car ended up in my car. And I don't steal. Right. But that person found out that their stuff was in my car, and they came to my mama's house and spray painted all type of GD stuff on my car. And me, you know, I didn't really have to apply no pressure because, you know, the GDs handled it. They end up taking them somewhere, and I shouldn't be discussing folks' business. But when I say folks, I'm talking about the gangsters because I respect them. My best friend is GD. Right. But the GDs handled it the way they were supposed to handle it. And that's and I leave it at that.
Okay. Respect. Do you think your ex hates your daughters?
I know I love my daughters. Mm-hmm. And I know what I do for them, what I go through for them. I know what I've done for them and what I went through for them. And if somebody displays the opposite of that, then the answer is in itself. Because when you love somebody, you don't watch them suffer. Oh, you don't sacrifice them. You don't hold them as a pawn for financial gain, and then don't allow that financial gain to benefit them. You don't subject them to any harm, whether it's socially, online, or anything. It took my girls to get damn near grown for me to even allow them to really show themselves on social media. Even though the world had been exposed to them, it was a time gap. And I even asked for certain things in the court order to protect my 8-year-old. Mm-hmm. And, you know, but court is a difficult thing. And I say that because you have rules that are set out that you have to abide by. And when you do it, you're supposed to be held in contempt. But even with all the videos in the world, if I don't present the evidence to the court in a manner that an attorney would, then a contempt will never be filed.
Right.
But what I realized during the court process is I can have all the attorneys in the world, but if the opposing party, because attorneys conduct themselves in the courtroom in a totally different manner.
Exactly.
If you want to have your story told, they have to call you as a witness. But an attorney knows the worst mistake I can do is allow this person to get up there and tell the story the way they want to tell it, because it opens them up to cross-examination.
Mm-hmm.
And doing cross-examination is where you're going to get exposed and ate up. And an experienced attorney is not going to put a certain type of person, especially one that's emotionally and delusional, detached from reality.
Right.
And so when you have a person that's hires an attorney because the court tells them you will be at a disadvantage because the opposing party has an attorney, and there's no way you're going to walk through this attorney who has went to school and got all these credentials how to conduct themselves in the courtroom. There's no way you're gonna beat a licensed attorney like that, because you have to present your evidence a certain way. So what I found out was when there was supposed to be a disadvantage because the opposing party did decide to take on licensed attorneys, paid attorneys, they decided to do it. And I saw the court show sympathy and allow outbursts, and they allowed a lot of things that traditionally wouldn't be allowed in court. And that was my only thing. So I thought going without legal representation would also give me a chance to tell my side. And I was wrong, because you defending yourself from something that you don't even know what you defend yourself for, because you don't know what the lies are that's going to come forward until you get there. So when a person files a motion to bring all these things to court, you don't know until that moment that what you're facing. And that's when the truth is supposed to set you free. And just by the grace of God, I've came out on the winning side of this thing, but I don't feel like the winner. You know what I mean? I don't feel like the winner, because I can come in with an attorney and that person will fire their attorney. And then we come back 6 months later and with an attorney, or I need more time to hire an attorney. Like it doesn't take 7 years and we're still going to court. Once the case is closed out, they're allowed to go in and file a motion, reopen the case that's already been closed out and the decision's already been made. A judge has got voted out of office and all type of stuff. You know, but it has been, it showed me a lot more patience. And because I've had my ups and downs in courts where I've had to apologize because of how I conducted myself. And I'm a pretty cool person, but it gets real stressful.
I bet.
It gets stressful. And when you have things put in place to protect children, like you have a guardian ad litem who gives his report about the thing that not he heard from me, because I found out a lot of things that my children were exposed to. And I really didn't want to read the report because my temper wouldn't let me let shit go. You know what I mean? Totally. I have a hard time to let shit go. And some of the things I didn't want to hear. Right. You know, I didn't want to hear. But I had to listen to those things in the group chat. Now that my children are older, I'm finding out some shit 2 days ago that I ain't never know. And it kind of made me look like, damn. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I didn't know. I knew of some incidents, but the children I thought were too young to explain to me. And then the truth started coming out, you know. Yeah. So yeah. But there's their story to tell, and I would only want that to come out.
Right. Yeah. And we
But
went over that. I let them know that certain things we're not going to discuss
you
and talk
put on the water right now.
Mhm.
But yeah.
about. Okay, so the next one we have is we got a lot here. Okay, keeping it here towards the sister, one of the sisters. Hold on, here we go. Let me see. How did okay, why did his sister come back from Florida to Tennessee? Speaking of, not ever hearing that, because again, when people come out of a city like Memphis, it's usually for the better. So how is it, or what do you know why the sister returned to Memphis? Hello?
It looks like he dropped.
Oh, he dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, Reese said he's coming back. He had some issue. Okay, well, this gives us some time to go ahead and discuss some stuff until he come back. Okay. So guys, oh gosh, let's talk. I mean, what do y'all think so far? What's girl?
This
Girl.
man, he had a lot to say without saying it. Like,
Yeah.
he's a very smart, intelligent man. He know what to say and what not to say.
Yep. I got you. I'm gonna ask that question too. I got you. Cause we already know the answer, but I'm gonna let him tell what he thought about the cookie.
Yes, that motherfucker can't cook.
Hell no. Yeah, but oh my gosh, y'all, this is crazy. Yeah, arsonist. We heard a little of that going on, but we know, it's a lot of psychological issues going on here, right? This is just this is sad. Even down to the way how he say he met her, right? And to her being exposed to this type of life at such a young age, to the point where she ended up dropping out of 9th grade. Wow, this is crazy.
And you could tell he's level headed. Like, he didn't say not one bad thing about her family. You know how some immature men they'll talk about the whole family. That wasn't him. He wasn't on this type of time.
No. Yeah. He say nothing but respect. And I appreciate that. I like that. Losing custody and having more kids is definitely some Memphis-ish. Yeah. I never seen anything like it. I thought for sure, Lucille, usually when you lose your children, I know in the States, I was born and raised in Florida, and here in Texas, if you lose any of your children to the state, anything after that will be taken as well, because the state has already declared you incompetent, or some type of mentally disturbed, that you can't care for children. So I don't know what it's like in Memphis, but from the sounds of it, it does sound like the laws are different. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all.
It don't get no realer than him. He real with his shit. That's what I like.
Yeah, and that's why I say there's no way she can put in, well, nobody else. She only can brainwash them fools over there. But there's no way she thinks she can come out here and convince people that this man is lying for what he said. Why would this man be lying? Like, it just don't make sense. But she want people to think that they're lying and that he's lying. And it's beyond me. But she asked for this, guys. Remember, she got on here and brought this man to the YouTube streets. We knew nothing about this man. She came out and she put this man out here to be the worst human being ever to exist, down to her children. Okay, he's back, y'all. Hold on. All right, you back?
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, okay. We got it. All right. So yeah, we were just kind of, recapping and catching up on some stuff here. This had me drinking straight out of a wine bottle. Listen, the people in here is enjoying the content. They loving, how pours and straight up and honest you're being, just so we go keep it up. Let me real quick before I continue, guys. Let me tell you what we at, how much we're at with the cash apps. Girl, y'all is showing out. Y'all hear me? Y'all is showing out for these girls.
I know she over there pulling that motherfucking braided wig.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She even okay. Do you know she over there here too, saying something about I believe it's Drea who's trying to get a car of some sort, and she said that you guys are over here telling lies just to get the get money for a car of some sort. I think she said it's for Drea, but I don't know.
Nah, Drea can't even drive.
Yeah.
Reese can't drive. Catrice,
she crazy.
Catrice is working on driving. The last time she did, really, she came a long way. I will say that she came a long way, but she's not where I want her to be. The way they drive in Memphis, she's not. It's better for me to not get her a car than to put her out there with the way these people drive out there.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm not gonna risk her life because at that point, as a father, I know what's best for her, and riding a car of her own is not what's best for her. Right now, she's gonna continue to go to work. My mother's gonna continue to take her, and we'll get her to and from work like we always have been. That's the safety.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even down to my son, like I remember just going back real quickly, like couldn't wait to be 16, right, to get our license so we can drive. But even like now, my son is no enthusiast. He not even concerned. He not even mom want to drive or nothing. It's like they rather go get in the Uber or whatever. They don't want to get on the road. So I'm like, yeah, it definitely has changed. These roads is crazy. It put fear in these kids. They don't want to get out there. They see what's happening. Let's see here. Yeah, you're right. Florida don't play. I'm telling you. So now, guys, thank you, Erica. We received your donation. Yeah. Go ahead and thank Erica for the donations. We're up to $420, baby. Y'all hear this? Amazing. We doing good tonight. And y'all keep it coming. So that just tell us that they enjoying the story time. They so we're gonna keep it going, guys. They love the questions. So we're just gonna keep it going right now. All right, so let's go. Okay, I asked that one. Do you have a so what is the final judgment or call for the custody? Who have custody and what is arrangement, if any?
Well, as of 2018, I've been a custodial parent for all the children. There were periods of visitation that was for the weekends. It's been different. It's been bounced around, but I've been a custodial parent since 2018 of all the children. Everything else is just a visitation agreement. It went from supervised. Then we had a judge come in to remove all the supervision from it. He didn't ask why or anything. Just on the very first court date, he said this person doesn't look like they're on drugs or they don't look like something's wrong with them. So I'm going to remove the supervised visitation and give them weekends only. Well, that didn't work so much because it seemed like I was only getting honestly to and from school, and we were never actually having any fun. So that made going to mama's house where all the fun happens, and they took all the responsibility of taking her to and from school off of somebody who's not capable of taking them to and from school at a consistent level. And I wanted that to be seen. So quite naturally, a child would say, well, they want to go where the fun is. And that's why to people, it appeared like Honesty really wanted to be where she was. But if you ask me, she followed the fun, which is every weekend, because there's no homework, there's no school, there's nothing every weekend there. But what I will say is when the new judge, who we currently have now, she came in and she gave it a balance where I have some weekends. So right now it's from Friday to Friday. So we pick her up on Friday, we drop her off on Friday. The only time me and the other parent are actually supposed to cross paths is on holiday schedules, stuff like that. But it's a very detailed custody agreement, but it's fair.
Yeah.
Say it.
Okay. Do you think, or let me put it this way, how would you feel if full custody was given to the mom for Honesty?
I would do the opposite of what was done. I can't worry about the decision that the courts make. Only thing I can worry about is the time that I'm allowed and making the best of it. Because I'm aware that some people need children to be able to survive. The benefits that come along with having children their age, you get more earned income credit, you get more food stamps, you get more of all of the perks that come with being on government assistance, from housing, all of these things. You know, those are the perks that come along with it if you don't have the income to support them. I don't get anything from having all of my children other than being a better father, trying to be a better father every day, and saying that, hey, I did it the right way. I didn't take no shortcut. And in return, my girls take care of me. I'm talking about when they work, they offer me whatever. Father's Day, I got $500 from Breon. I got $300-400 from Reese and Drea, and Drea brought me all these different pairs of Jordans, and I never asked for anything. They always trying to figure out how to outdo themselves the last time, and that's just a token of appreciation.
Yeah.
It lets me know that, you know, they definitely appreciate it, but I want them to know that I did it not with the hopes that they return the favor. I did it because that's what a man's supposed to do. You bring a child into the world, you're supposed to take care of, regardless what the situation is. I want them to show that if I had gave up, because there were times I wanted to, but I did. You know what I mean? Because they didn't ask to be here. You know what I mean? They didn't ask to be here. So yeah, I'm responsible for them until I go on the ground. And even after then, I'm supposed to make sure I've left a means for them to be taken care of. That's just how it is. That's how my granddad did his children. And that's how my mama does her children. And I come from that. And there's no reason for me to deviate away from it. I wasn't raised like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do this kind of goes in with that same question.
Mm-hmm.
Do it bothers you that she only goes custody or fights for Honesty? The ones she loved, this is her words now. The ones that she loved for, she fights for. So in other words, Honesty being the only one that she's fighting for, how does that make you feel that she's not fighting for the others?
Like they do. So I feel like this. I don't feel when it comes to that, because, and I'm telling you how I feel, because that question is a two-sided question, but I can't force anybody to love on a level that they don't understand. One thing I learned from Raquel, well, and she says Raquel, but it's pronounced Raquel, is that you have to love people on the level that they understand. You have to deal with them on that level. And even the Bible tells you that, you know what I mean, he feed the babes milk. You know what I mean? You can't feed them solid food if they don't understand it. So you feed people what they can chew. So I thought my good was so good that it could change somebody's bad. But at that point, I realized I was trying to play God. I understood, and this is how I made peace with it and how I dealt with it and how I still deal with it, that in order for God to show his might, he has vessels of compassion and he has vessels of wrath. Everybody serves a purpose. You should learn what not to do and what to do. But everything is on a timetable. My dad had taught me that everything is on the turntable. So what goes around is going to come right back around eventually. You don't know how big that table is. You don't know how big that wheel is and how fast it's spinning. You can guarantee what you put out there is going to come back.
Every time.
I learned to stop putting bad things out there, so I stopped getting bad things back. So I don't feel, because it's not for me to feel. I know when God is ready to put a stop to everything, he's going to align everything for it to stop the way that he meant for it to stop. And I don't know if that's what this is, because I waited 7, almost 8 years to come out and risk it all to speak on it. But hey, if I'm protected, if it's in God's will for it to go like this, then that's what it is. But I felt necessary now, because I've asked for help from the courts, from different agencies and authorities, and whatever God or entity that another person prays to has gotten them up until this point. This was the past week or so was when I decided, you know what, it's time. You know what I mean? And I hope I'm right. Yeah, I hope I'm right. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I got to accept whatever come behind this.
Amen.
Yeah.
Totally understand. It just, listening to that coming from a father, it makes my heart cry, because so I know you guys don't watch me or haven't, watched me a long time, right?
Right.
But I'm one of those I'm very sensitive. When it comes to the children, especially kids, because I have a family of my own, right? And I can't imagine my life without my children.
Right.
I can't imagine feeling a way other than love for my children, right? And to see other children go through this, it's almost like, how is this person even human? Like, you understand? Like, how can somebody be so cold-hearted, so dark, so evil?
He used to make me question God in every state, because I know as good as my heart is, what did I do to deserve this? Mm-hmm. Then I had to realize that I was just a season. And it's something that, one thing I can tell you about Raquel, that a person ain't gonna never, because I have to be her voice, because people talk about her and they don't know anything about her. But when it comes down to self-help and things like that, like she would send me things to read while I was in prison. I made the decision that I wanted to be somebody different, but it was some work behind it. You know what I mean? And these people sent me things to help me make my mind up. And it wasn't until she tried to send me some money, and I knew that nobody with the last name Hill had done anything for me while I was in prison the whole time. So when you get a direct deposit in prison, it shows the last name. Yeah. And it had Hill. And I know the only other person that would have sent me some money with the last name Hill was my oldest brother, and he was serving time in the state. So I knew nobody else with the last name Hill had sent me a dime. You know what I mean?
Right.
My upbringing did not come from being a Hill. It came from me being a gun. And it's Gunn. It's my granddad, and from his loins all the way down, I get everything good about me from them. Not saying that my dad's side of the family is, but they gave me that street. The things that my brothers and them did paved the way for me because I didn't have to do. A lot of respect I got off his name. I didn't have to do nothing. He had did everything. It made my path a lot easier to get some money, and that's how we've always rocked. I'm not saying he's the biggest and the baddest, but in his prime, he's still well respected today. And in his prime, he made life a lot easier for me and the rest of my brothers. And when he went to prison, it was like all of us had to find our own way. And I had no issues at all finding my own way because I'm a leader anyway. You know, I didn't have to follow that. Yeah. So, yeah, but to go back to your question, I don't feel, because I realize that it takes time for the truth to set you free. 4 out of 5 so far. And the one that is left, and I don't want to say too much, but she's wise. She knows how to turn it on and off, and that's what I like. What I don't like is when she has to turn it off. It is almost convincing me that it's part of her. A part of her likes it. You know what I mean? That's what, and I know that when I got them, I had to put them all in counseling, or they develop a relationship with their counselors that still go on today, even though those counselors don't even work for their counseling agency anymore. And then everything was undone. And then this process has started over. But doing it the first time makes it easier for me to do it the second time because I hadn't done any research. I didn't know what to do. Everything was freestyle. So now I don't have to freestyle. I can move on experience, and I'm a lot more confident going into different agencies and talking to different people because I've lived it before. DCS, I think DCS was just here in January on just some frivolous claims. Like we typically see DCS once a year around here. So what y'all dealing with is something that we've always dealt with. Hey, I got introduced to DCS back in, let me see, Brianna was born April 14th. Patrice was 06.
Brianna Aries.
Drea 07. So yeah, I'm gonna say between 06 and 07 is when I first had to deal with DCS. And that's when the person that I was with and their sister were in the process of destroying each other's lives, and my kids got caught up in it. My brother was blamed for raping my children, and in return, her sister's husband was blamed for raping a daughter that wasn't his, that belonged to the sister, stepdaughter. So we've been through shit on both sides of this shit.
And that was between the two sisters?
Yeah, the two sisters.
Wow. Yeah. So the allegation was made by both sisters towards each other.
Yeah, and they had nieces and daughters all headed into state custody, possibly because all it took was, and you know, children are young; they can be easily coerced when they're young.
Oh yes,
they can be easily coerced when they're young. So it's one, and that's why I treat real lightly. With honesty, that's my baby. Love her to death.
Yeah. She just like you. Oh my God, she looks identical to you. All of them do, but honestly, that girl there, she took your whole head and put it on her body.
Yeah, and but she got it though. You know, whatever it is, she got it. She just has to. Once she realized that she has absolutely nothing to be afraid of, and I don't expect an 8-year-old to understand that.
Right.
But she don't know that she got all the power in this situation. She has all the power in this situation because all she has to do is open her mouth. And I give her the freedom. And I realize that some of the things that her mother knows comes from her mouth. Mm-hmm. But just as well as she does it on that side, she's capable of doing it in the courtroom. And I want her to put herself first. If she ever decides to put herself first, then life will change immediately for her. Because people don't know about the bullying allegations and stuff at school. When my mother goes up there and talks to the people at school, or when mama getting ready to drop her off. And let me address the living arrangements while we are already speaking on it, because there's something that I want to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
I changed my work schedule to accommodate, honestly, 100%. But with the damage that's been done to her, I gave her the freedom to decide when she wants to come here or when she wants to go to her grandmother's house. Her grandmother spoils her right. Over there, she's almost like the only child. They're gonna stop at Chick-fil-A. They're gonna do all these different things that's attracted to her. Over here, she's gonna go to bed at a certain time. She's gonna get up because my work schedule, and we have a schedule over here, is
discipline. Mm-hmm.
It's not just discipline, it's scheduled around what everyone has to do. Yeah. So over here, she's gonna be getting up at 5:36 in the morning. At mama's house, she can get up at 5:36 in the morning if she wants to, because grandma gonna take her to school at 8 o'clock. Right. But Honesty has her days where she said, well, Dad, I'm coming over there with y'all. I want to come over there with y'all. She's never ran from over there. Mm-hmm. Don't let nobody tell y'all that. Wow. Don't let nobody tell y'all that. It's unfortunate, but we have to live in the reality of what it is, because it's still an ongoing thing. And I just hope that this makes it to the right person and they see it, because I know I learned that they're going to record and do everything they're going to do, and they're going to pick over the bad parts and distribute it.
But
out.
I got the whole thing, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So that's all it is. But Honesty is capable of taking information from one place to another. And I can remember one time when she first started coming over, because there was a period of about 90 days that I didn't have. And in those 90 days, I was completely shut out of everything. Still a custodial parent. But boy, when they change their paperwork and the wording on their paperwork, it ain't nothing nobody can do until you go through the process of getting them the correct information. Right. And once you get them the correct information, then everything mellows out. And then that's when problems start falling into place for the other party who's wrong. See, I already know truth gonna always get me where I need to get to. So it don't matter what type of paperwork a person gives to the school, or because it was the day where I picked Honesty up from school after I hadn't seen her for 90 days. She had a whole meltdown inside the school, cried, tears, embarrassed me. Flat-foot embarrassed me. But when we got in the truck, once she realized that the court order says you have to go with me, when she got in the truck, she stopped crying. She got on the iPad. She FaceTimed my mom. She was good. She did what she was told to do. And I can't be mad at her for that. Mm-hmm. But I also can't allow, and that's why I'm always, when I'm with her, and this is my own confession, when I'm with her, I always have somebody else with me, because I never know what idea somebody has put in her head that could cause me to not be around the other children. Because all it takes is for a child to say, well, hey, he's touching me, or he's mistreating me, he's beating me. And then I immediately get pulled away from all of my other children until they get done investigating. So I have to be careful with her going back and forth a week at a time, because the week she was me, she goes to school. The week she's somewhere else, she's not going to school. But she's being taught. But she's not being taught what the school is teaching. She's being taught. She's being taught something different. Mm-hmm. I have to be careful of that. So it's a very delicate situation. When I'm with her, I'm careful, but I love her and I don't let her see that I'm careful. You know what I mean? I never let her see that I'm careful with her, but I'm careful with her because I never know what's going on the other side. But I have to acknowledge the beast that I'm fighting, because I know what they're capable of. I've seen I've seen what people have lost. I'm talking about years and years of it. And like I said, I thought my good was going to outweigh the bad and eventually make them change. I thought me going to prison was going to make some people grow up, but it didn't. It made them worse.
Mm-hmm.
It made them worse because some people don't know how to turn around. They just keep going the direction that they're going. They don't know how to turn around.
Yeah.
You know?
I totally agree. Yeah. He is, Jana, very. And that's why, we don't understand when things happen, the way it happened, why it happened, right? But in the end, we can see why who she is on this app, who we know her to be on this app, and listening to this man, there's no way they could have continued to be husband and wife, right? Because they aren't equally yoked. They don't even speak the same language, right? So yeah, it's no wonder. It's no wonder. I see exactly why it had to go this way, so it's just crazy. It's just crazy that it had to come out like this. It has to come out like this. But so many people,
when you see hundreds and thousands of people believe in something, and it's crazy because I'm being accused of reaching out through a third party, and what people don't understand is documentation and comprehension. You have to know what's what. In an order of protection, when it says you cannot be reached out to through a third party, that means I cannot call someone and have them call her to say anything for me.
Right.
Now, in reverse, when all of what was going on YouTube, I got a text message from Catrice with a screenshot. I got phone calls from Catrice. I got text messages from Drea. And in these text messages, the lady says she wants to pay them to do an interview, him or Raquel. Tell him if he do it, then that's going to violate the order of protection. And then I started to see that y'all believe that. So I took it upon myself to comment and let y'all know that that's not communication with a third party. Communication with a third party is when she decided to open up her phone and text my daughter and send her screenshots and say, ask your dad, is he going to do it? That's what third party communication is.
Right.
She has no business asking me anything through my children.
Right.
But when I tried to go and press the issue about it, the detectives never called me back. I left a voicemail. But I still had those screenshots. I still had those text messages. And I was supposed to have a warrant Monday morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one. I'm gonna knock on wood because I don't ever know what these people got going on in the background.
Right.
But I don't have a warrant now. I didn't have one Monday morning because I have not contacted through a third party. I'm not going to contact through a third party. I wasn't even contacting her when the door was open for me to do so.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's some things that I've done in her favor that I shouldn't have done. But to try to keep peace and create a positive parental environment, this shit backfired on me.
Mm-hmm.
If people can think when somebody in New Orleans passed and there was a live from a funeral or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that time, I received a phone call early in the morning. Had to been 7:00 in the morning. Remember, I get off work 2 a.m. So to get a phone call to get out of the bed and a person asking me to drive to another state and get some children that are underage that got left in a hotel. And because 2 of those children were mine, it left me no other choice. I had a choice. Let me take that back. I had a choice. I could have called Child Protective Services and let them know everything. How Drea was in a hotel with Honesty and Mickey Mouse. I'm her son. I call him Mickey Mouse. I could have easily.
You call him wait. That's cute. Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's a handsome little fella. You can't take that away from him.
Yeah, he is. He look,
Yeah. But yeah, went over there and got them out of the hotel. And what happened was, you know how you go to a hotel and you can pay weekly, or you can pay daily. So instead of paying for the room weekly, the loyal subscribers were sending money every day, and the room was being paid for by the day. And the man the way he explained it to me was, sir, I told her that she can't keep doing by the day, because what it makes us do is check her out and check her back in. With this particular time, because she has a room downstairs, the room is showing that she's going to check out in the morning, and somebody has already reserved this room. So therefore, we're going to have to move her out. And the only room that we have is upstairs, because this person needs handicap accessible, which means they can't go upstairs in a wheelchair or crutches or whatever it may be.
Right.
So not only did I go there to get the children, when I got there, I had to move all her stuff upstairs. Now, this was in 2023, so this was last year. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But if y'all can go find one video last year where she admitted to that.
Nope.
She was down there recording that lady's funeral, and I was back at Memphis. Moving all of that shit, funnel cake fries and all that shit upstairs to a room, and clothes, clean, dirty, bags of clothes, bag of papers that I'll discuss at another time. Some of the things that I found out on these papers and some of the things that I came across. I'll talk about that at another time. But yeah, I did that favor. So if I was the person that I was made out to be, why would I be the person to call to do that?
Yeah.
When a car wouldn't start one night in Arkansas at a hotel, different hotel, and car won't start, and Brianna buys a battery from Walmart online in Arkansas. It's available to be picked up in an hour. I drive to Arkansas. Yeah. My homeboy said I set him up when I made that call. But yeah. Yeah. When I had to drive over there to Arkansas to get the battery, bring it over to the hotel. It's a dude that's in the hotel with him. A man upstairs comes down, puts the battery in. Now, keep in mind, I knew that this person had gotten a little financial hardship where they had to close their business down in Germantown. Now, I will say that sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, and I did. And I probably inconvenienced that situation, but I intended to, because you can't call the authorities on me, then expect me to just let my phone call the people that I love. I'm going to use my phone for the same thing. Just like after you've taken so much, then it's sometimes, okay, if me turn the other cheek is not working. And yeah, Bree, that's when you bought the battery. And yeah, when you taking all you can take, every now and then I have to step outside and let her know, okay, I'm still not nothing to play with, But if I was that monster I was made out to be, a lot of times I feel like she would be afraid to say and do some of the things she does to me and says about me. I was never violent. 15 years, we don't have not one domestic violence,
And she is stuck on this thing where you told her you're going to make her life a living hell when you got out for the rest of her life.
Nah.
Yeah, she make it out to be like you this dangerous man, like you're going to do this and all of this stuff to her and all of this stuff. But
I'm too educated.
Yeah.
I'm too educated. You kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Some people Some people you can't kill with kindness. Some people, like you said, God creates vessels of wrath. But that's the only way he can show his power. One day he's going to change her life. He's going to turn it all the way around. That's how we're going to know God is real. Some people already know God is real. Certain things in your life happen unless you know God is real. Unfortunately, until we're going to see his real might, because she's not the only one in the world like that. But when we see her, when we see a change come through her, that's when we don't know how long it has, because it made me question God. Like, God, why did this person even exist? Why me? And I realized my purpose was served when I went to prison. It was time. That's the only way, because I used to tell myself, I can't go without my children. I can't be without my children. But when they take your freedom, they're going to show you're going to be without your children. So I can no longer make that an excuse.
Right.
So when in prison, when she sent me some money, like I said, because I drove off of that path. But when she sent me that money and I sent it back, that's when the people who was really in my corner saw that I was for real, because they never seen me turn money down.
Right.
So when they saw me take that $300 and send it back, and they left $17 on my account. And then the next morning, I had $317 back on my account, when the people that really cared about me, that stuck by me through that 17, 18 months, when they saw that, yeah, they knew it was for real, because they know I keep that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect to their stepmom too for stepping up, being a stand-up woman as well.
And it ain't been easy, because when you got when you got somebody,
I know.
I'm talking about driving a crowbar between everything. You got to remember, when I first came home, I didn't make no money.
Yeah.
Man, I was driving a truck that my granddaddy left me. He passed. Living in the house that my stepdaddy, him and my mother had owned. He had passed. So I just been, God, it's the work of God, because there ain't no way. The agencies that work together in order to get me to home confinement, to allow me to be able to get custody of my children and pass everything, the inspection of the house and all of these things, everything had to go right. Everything had to be on the timetable. And then to go from $7.25 an hour to finding a new job where I started making $11.49 an hour, and I was paying $416 a month in child support, making $11.49 an hour. And I had the children. About 6-7 months, I had the children, was still paying $416 in child support, and I wasn't getting food stamps. I wasn't getting my money back. I wasn't getting anything. So it was costing me double to take care of my children, because my $416 was still going in the child support, because they increased it after I came home and got a job. It was $81 while I was in prison. When I came home from prison and got a job, they increased it to $416, because they added honesty, and they took Brianna off, because Brianna was at the age where she could come off of it. But my arrearages was $3,000 some. Thank God that happened. I'm gonna tell you how God worked a long time ago. That's why you can't never say, you can think a situation is bad for you, but it turned out to be a blessing.
Oh man.
Because when we got married, we went to court initially to let them know that we got married, that they could take me out child support. And I never forget. And I was so upset, because the judge told me, well, how old are you? I told him how old I was. Okay, well, I'm going to keep the child support order in place at the bare minimum for insurance purposes. And when he said insurance purposes, I'm thinking he's talking about Tinker. So I'm like, man, he still charging me for insurance, and we married, and we live together, and I've never been separated from my kids. I didn't understand that. But that $81 a month was the very reason I was only behind $3,000 in arrears when I came home. Because immediately when I came home and got a job, they bumped it up for 4 children to $416 a month. Now imagine if he had closed that order out, and then she went and filed for some type of support, and they would have made my arrearages for them 2.5 years that I was gone. $416 a month times 12, 24, and another 6 for 30 months. That's how much my arrearages would have been if he hadn't have left that $81 in place. And I realized he wasn't talking about Tinker insurance. He was saying that the average marriage at the age that we were was not gonna last. He was doing me a favor by keeping me on child support at $81 a month. He said, I'm leaving it in place for insurance purposes. And I thought he was talking about medical and health insurance. He was talking about understanding statistically that the average Black household was not going to last. And he would much rather me have to pay $81 a month and there be an existing order in place than it was for there never to be one, because they could go back all the way until the child was born and charge you for child support in Tennessee. Wow. And I spoke the worst of that man when he did that, but I owe him the biggest apologies, because he's the reason that my arrears was only $3,000 when I came home and not 40 or 50 like it could have been, like some of the dudes I heard getting their socks knocked off when I went to court.
Right.
So
it could have been worse, right?
Yeah, it could have been absolutely. So yeah.
We got a few more here and then we almost done.
Let's go.
The next one is do you feel like Mo was an example father figure for your daughters?
I think for me, and there's no knock to another man, but I think we all, and I'm not stereotypical, but I think we all can agree that in certain parts of the world, respect for women is not as high as regards as it is in the United States. Women over here get just as much right as men, and in other countries, they don't have those rights. They don't have the ability to speak up for themselves. They don't make any decisions. They're not really allowed to speak. And that's not the way that I would want any of my daughters or any woman. I don't feel like, but hey, that country is a lot more. That country is a lot more, how you call it? They're disciplined. Like they're more disciplined over there. The consequences over there, we could never take over here in the United States. It's a law in the United States for everything that they do over there. It's the opposite of that. And some of those guys bring their ways over here because the opportunity to make more money is here, because there's nothing over there to make money off of. So they come to the United States and they make their money. And when they try to put those ways on the women that are here, then, you know, it could be a bad situation. I never wanted my daughters to grow up like that, but any woman that allows a man, because women always have the power, whether they know it or not. And I teach my daughters that they'll always have the power. The laws now are made to protect y'all, where y'all don't even need men anymore. But, you know, hearing my kids be called jungle monkeys and little nigglets and stuff like that, I took a lot.
Wow.
I took a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, jungle monkeys and nigglets and all of that. But if that's the person that their mother chose for them to be around, there's nothing I could ever do about that or say about it. That's who she chose. They didn't pick him.
Yeah.
I can't say nothing about that. And if that's the man that he was, who am I to speak against him? He was around my children more than me. I would never open my mouth. I would never open my mouth about it. And I haven't completely got honesty out of this situation. I still stand on the same principles then. Because honesty was in a situation where she did get whatever type of love that her mother passed on to her from this person. And there was times where I saw her say that she wanted to talk to him. And if she felt comfortable because of whatever, right, then it wasn't for me, because another man raised me. So I understand. You know, I met my dad when I was 22. I had known their mother longer than I know my dad. So he did what I expected a man that didn't raise me to do. He went after what he thought I had, because I allowed him close enough to do so. My enemies ain't never hurt me. It always been the people I love. My enemies ain't never hurt me. They can't fuck with me. So that, you know what I mean? They ain't never hurt you. Yeah.
Right.
There's always the people you love that hurt you. Them, you know, and it's unfortunate, but now he until I 100% put Onze out of this situation, I'm not gonna ever bring his name up or discuss it because I don't have that 100% control. Like I'm the custodial parent, but anything can change that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It kind of like the situation now is not Mo, it's Freddie now, but it's the kind of the same thing. You still kind of gotta, you know, because that's who her mom choose.
Yeah,
So
but I talked to him before. Me and him had a man-to-man conversation.
which one, Freddie or Mo?
I don't know who is Freddie. Who is that?
You
It's a
don't know who
different dude.
Freddie is? Bree, who Freddie is?
I don't know. Muhammad was the last person that I talked to.
Oh, okay. So you don't know. Oh, so you don't know her new one, the new man?
I don't have a reason to know.
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. But I mean, just because Honesty goes there and, you know, so she's around him. So I would have thought that you knew about him. But that's crazy. Yeah. Wow. You didn't even know.
But
that's crazy. Well,
you see that look?
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh gosh.
Sometimes saying nothing is saying everything.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I never know what somebody done fed another person. See, they already come in the game not liking me, and they don't even been and talk to me. And this is for their purpose, because there's a lot of people got their own perspective of me, and I know just one. If we just get one over there, just one, because like you said, we got 495 watching, and we ain't got but 200 likes. We got a chance at putting 250 some people. Somebody just left when I said that, but yeah. We just get one from over there. Somebody can hear the truth.
Wait a minute. Let me back up here a little bit. I just see. So, Bree, there was two men named Muhammad's, two different men?
Yeah, one of them was he was of the same ethnicity, and he wasn't the type of person that you want around your kids. They actually arrested him. I think they damn near got him deported.
Well, he should if he doing anything like that. Get his ass on.
But it was a price. And that's the good thing about the other Muhammad. He ran that Muhammad off. That's one thing I will say. He ran that Muhammad off when I couldn't. He did that.
So which Muhammad is the daddy?
The good Muhammad is the daddy. That's the good Muhammad compared to the other one. Let me say that.
Okay.
Yeah, he ran the other Muhammad off. He did exactly what I would have done in this situation, and I forever thank him for that.
Okay.
But you got to.
Okay. This is my first time ever hearing that it was another two different Muhammad. So okay. All right. Well, chat. Y'all heard that?
It was two people, but Muhammad ran a lot of people off. He ran a lot of people off. You know, he ran some. Is
he a drug? Do you know if he's a drug addict or not?
Nah.
Okay. Nah. Maybe the bad one was.
Nah, I think he just had he only did what he was allowed to do. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, we'll move right along to that one then. So this one here is towards your ex, but I gotta put it where you can answer it. Okay, so when you first met your ex-wife, did you know, or later on, did you find out if she was mentally disturbed, ill, or had a disorder or medication for anything?
Well, only thing I can speak up to that is that I was young and I wasn't into psychology and reading people the way that I am now. Mm-hmm. I knew that there had been a troubled background with some of the people that I was engaged with. When I say engaged, I'm not talking about a ring, but just people that was around.
Right, engaged. Mm-hmm.
Right. But I knew they came into the situation and they were follow me, and I knew that I had people looking up to me, and because I was a good follower before I was a great leader, so I started to see the signs. And when you tell somebody that they need help or there's something wrong with them, first thing they do, they be in denial about it.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you write it out on paper that that's not normal, they're not gonna get help. You can't tell an alcoholic he's an alcoholic because he's gonna deny I don't drink that much. Or you're gonna tell a person to smoke weed every day. I really don't smoke that much. But you see all the signs. And I wasn't in a profession for being no counselor, no psychologist. I just wanted some money.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where I grew up at. I stopped making excuses to go get money, to pay attention to the real people that I keep around me. So I try to, and that's what ultimately made me love my daddy from a distance. I only text him on Father's Day, his birthday, and Christmas. When I see him, I hug him, tell him I love him. But in between then, we don't conversate, we don't talk. I feel like I gave him the opportunity to be a father to me, even though he missed it. Like I said, I met my dad at a dice game. We was at my brother's house at a dice game. My brother said, "Hey, he'll take Pop home." And I thought Pop was somebody's name.
Right.
And I said, "Hey, whoever named Pop, come on." And he got in the car with me. He was like, "How you know my son?" I said, "That's my brother." He was like, "Who is your mom?" I said, "Erlene." He said, "Gun?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Call her." So we was in the car with each other, didn't even know we was father and son. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I met my dad at a dice game at my brother's house. So we didn't have I'm 22 years old. He missed everything. I was hustling then. There was nothing he could tell me.
Right.
So we didn't have a father-son relationship. When I tried to give him that, he kind of fucked that up several times. It took me to go to prison. Even when I came home, I gave it another shot because I thought that the third party was the person that was in the way of me and him having a straight-up relationship. And then I realized he was only fishing for information to take back over there because I wasn't dropping off no money. I wasn't dropping off no money. I didn't have shit. And some people around you to make sure you don't have shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So once I realized that what it was, I love him. That's my dad. That's who God chose for me. But his only purpose was two things: to get me in this world, and then to show me that everything blood ain't love.
Wow.
No.
That's deep.
But I ain't gonna let nobody else talk shit about him but me. That's my punching.
That's right.
That's my punching bag.
You're right.
No.
Are you aware of possibly your children's social security number or identity being stolen by their mom?
It ain't as Shelby County would put it. A mother is a custodial parent until deemed otherwise. The records, all you have to be is a name on a birth certificate. There's nothing I can do to prevent it. That's one of the non-custodial rights in Tennessee, that you are able to get any documentation pertaining to school, health, anything. You have that right. You just can't change those things. You can't change what school they go to. You can't change their address. Well, you can change the address if you forge them, if you mislead them, if you don't show them documentation that you're no longer a custodial parent. You can do a lot of things. But once they find out, everything becomes to get undone. So stealing is obtaining it illegally. As the person who signed the birth certificate, it wouldn't be considered stealing.
Okay. That makes sense. I understand that. Okay. Well, all right. So this live is 3 hours and 30 minutes. We're going to cut it off here because we have some more, but we're going to do it another time.
All right.
For now, we're going to end this live on this note. You've been great, Hill. I mean, I appreciate everything you've done. You came on here, you're a stand-up guy. You was honest, straight up, and I can't do nothing but tip my head off to that, and I appreciate that. Thank you for your time. We will get together. I will speak to you. And we'll talk about when we're going to continue or do another one of these. Maybe we'll include one of the girls. More than likely it'd be Brianna, if anything. But yeah, I get with you guys. We'll talk later. And yeah, you have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
All right.
And then I'm gonna close it out with the chat. All right. Thanks again, Hill.
All right.
Appreciate that. Everybody say good night to Hill.
Peace.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So, guys, that was awesome, right? That was awesome. Did I deliver, guys? Did we get some questions, good questions in? Y'all, let me know real quick. Then I'm gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna go ahead and end this live. What y'all thought about that? I mean, let's do grade me. Let's grade this whole thing, A through F. What y'all thought about the live, the questions, how it was handled, how it was presented, the question that was asked, answered. What would y'all say? I mean, let's get some free feedback from you guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and end it. Guys, we had some people in here today. We really, really did, guys. You guys was wonderful. Everybody participation was greatly appreciated. Baby, I learned some things. I heard some things. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a recap, right? We'll talk about like some stuff we didn't know, and now that we know, and all of that stuff. We'll do that definitely tomorrow. I just want to go ahead and end the live because yeah, it's already had been 3.5 hours, and we have so much more that we want to know. And I can listen to it here all night because it's just wow. Here's somebody that you can definitely listen to. I do believe that the ex-wife, she missed out on a good one, and I think that's part of her reasoning for the way she is. She knows that, but at the end of the day, spilled milk is under the rug, whatever you want to call it, right? It's gone, it's by, it's no more. Life goes on. And I think her life now reflects that, she lost a good one. She lost something big, even if it's not the man, not just about Hill. I mean, her children, her relationship with her children, her life, right? Yeah, but we're gonna talk about it, guys. We're gonna talk about it another night. Everybody, y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Okay, I got some A's in the B, and then okay, got A pluses. Okay, thank y'all so much. Thank you, Bree, Reese, Drea, Hill, all of the whole Hill family. Thank you guys for participating. Let me give y'all the final cash out what we got, because we're going to keep adding on. Remember, we're going to give the donations out as a Christmas gift to the girls. So far we have, let's see. Oh, Chad, we have 500 buckaroos, guys. Yes, so we made 500. Actually, we made 300 tonight because one special guest, Gounet, made a large donation. I'm not going to say her name yet because I'm not sure if she wants to be anonymous or not. But yeah, so we made 300 tonight, and 200 was given by one individual, Gounet. So once I get with her, I'll let you know who that was, if she don't mind to be called. But other than that, there's a total of $500 that we made tonight, guys. Actually, let me see, can I show y'all, because I don't want y'all to be right here talking, thinking crazy. Hold on. I know I don't have nothing to prove, but I just like to show. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if y'all can see that. So it's actually $496. Oh, y'all can see that. But you know T-Pen gonna round it up. We ain't gonna do no crazy numbers. So yeah, it's $500 we have total so far, y'all. Again, we don't play those types of games over here. All donations is going directly to the girls. I did get some donation that was for me. They said particularly specifically for me, but again, I gave I put it all there. It's all there. Whatever's there is for the girls. Oh, before I go, I just got one more donation in. Let's see who this one is. Ooh, okay, let's say. Oh, okay, so we have a couple. We have Carla. Thank you so much. This one is for the girl. She say, no question, just want to support. Great commentary. Thank you so much, Carla. I'm glad I was able to deliver and you enjoyed the live. Let's see this last one here. We have Sherry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She said this one is for the Hills family. Okay, so we all family here. So this is for the girls. We're just gonna keep it like that, the girls, right? All right. So yeah, now we up to. Let me show y'all one more time. That was the $40 one. The other one was already included, but there it is. So, oh, yeah, I can see that. Oh shit. I ain't want y'all to see that one, that part, but it's already there, so we ain't worried about it. I just ain't want to show my information, my routing number and stuff, but it didn't show. But yeah, we have it in there now. So that's it for tonight, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end this night. Again, y'all, thank y'all for showing up and showing out. Goonettes, you already know you guys always come through for your girl. Good night.